Alright, so, last time on the White Lotus Society, we did a little bit of side training. You know, we had two of our people end up training with Terminus and Mary, as well as going on an adventure to the Chainlands. Quay and Cam skipped an entire, like, cinematic section, and Lamisk is God, maybe? Question mark. Um, and then you guys did the opening ceremony, noticed something was off, and chose to build a base in the Northern Winds. Now, this session will be starting off basically exactly from where we left off last time. What happened was you guys basically made your decision to go check out the weird spirit circle thing at Mt.Rio, instead of heading directly to the Northern Wind. And Terminus was like, okay, well, I already don't trust the Dreamweavers, so I'm gonna go tail the GM guy and see what's up, because there's got to be a reason that Deirdre's missing. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start off with a roll right now. It's gonna be a D4. Who, and I'm not telling you who. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you who it picks. But essentially, the roll determines who he left as acting vice captain while he was gone. Whoever that person is, basically just gets an earpiece that gives them the ability to communicate with him when he needs to. So, we're just gonna roll it. It is Lake.
Let's go.
So, Terminus is like, you know, he's like in a hurry to tell the guy and also to meet Mary. He is going to meet Mary on the way out, because she has to take some of the, since you guys are heading back, she's going to take all of the third squad members and some of the second squad members and head to the Northern Wind, try to establish the base while you guys are, you know, dealing with the shit in their home base. So he hands you, Lake, the earpiece that allows you to directly communicate with him or Mary should the need arise. And I guess if you guys hold any value in the title of the vice captain, then I guess he is technically outranking all of you right now. But he's not like permanent vice captain. And so you guys are like, all right, you know, oh, that's cool, whatever.
Can I role play what I'm thinking?
Go for it. What you got?
Okay. So chat, these are my thoughts. I'm
Okay.
thinking this.
Okay.
You know, the captain picking Lake honestly is a no-brainer.
Okay.
If anything, this is not me. I'm excited to see how nephew is going to grow as a leader, especially since he has some sort of chip on his shoulder.
My cat is screaming. That's great for the recording. But yeah, so Lamisk, you're actually hype about Lake being the acting vice captain?
Yeah, I don't want to be vice captain.
Oh, you don't want to be? You were a choice. There is one person here that was not in the role. The role was weighted. I'm not gonna say for who. The role was weighted. It was a 1 in 4. Somebody took up 2 of those slots, and then 2 of you took up 1 each. I will tell you the one that it wasn't was, and I'm sure that this is understandable, Crosswise lacks the confidence to be a leader, and so he was not in the running.
I'd rather let the young guard lead. My time in the sun is over.
So, with that title acknowledged, you guys head out of the gates of the White Lotus Society, and you're like heading to the they're called shuttle tanks. What shuttle tanks are they are basically just super armored trains that move via treads, and they have multiple that just head in different directions for when they hold the meetings in the White Lotus Society or whatever. You guys didn't take a shuttle tank last time, or if you did, you wouldn't know because everybody was knocked out except for Nighlin. Crosswise has the knowledge that they did not take the shuttle tank last time. It was via portal that the commissioner himself opened. So you guys travel via the shuttle tank. You get in the shuttle tank, and you all take your seat. And then in the shuttle tank, before you guys head out, you're kind of you guys are already bored because you know this is going to be a long ass trip. And a Mr. Vinny, walks in and sits across from you guys. Because you guys share similar destinations. His territory is not too far out from the Southern Badlands, as evidenced by when Lake and Lemisk went on their little adventure. And you guys are like, great, we got to deal with this. So,
can I roll if I know this guy?
If you know him.
Like if I know of him, street.
Oh, you already know of him. All of y'all know of him. He's a captain.
Yeah, he's the guy who like brought me to the.
Yeah. He's the guy who's
the guy who I fought at the who I fought at the first thing.
Yeah, he's also the guy whose land y'all just basically defended for him. Y'all made him look like a fool
because
his
job.
You did his job.
I thought, guys, you know names.
You just get to mess with this guy.
Yeah.
All fair.
So Vin sits across from you guys and he looks at Lake, and he goes, "So, you were the one that did my job, quote unquote."
Oh yeah, it wasn't really anything. We just figured we'd knock it out for you.
Interesting. Everybody is looking at that town as if it's as if I'm unfit to rule it now because of what you two did.
If God wills it, then okay.
Well, it actually doesn't bother me that much. You see, when I brought you here, I originally wanted to draft you. But when you actually beat me, I was like, maybe he'll make a fun rival instead. So, you're doing kind of what I intended on you doing, I guess. But seriously, you guys got to be careful with the whole territory thing. You know that now that the season has started, everybody's territory is like free reign, right?
We were just trying to do you a favor.
I don't not believe you. I respect that. So, was it you by yourself? Or was there help involved?
I mean, Misk was there, I guess. Misk was.
He likes
it was mostly.
Oh no, it was all my nephew here. I
really
go and pat him on the shoulders. Yep.
Wow.
He did a mighty fine job dismantling of these ne'er-do-wells. Now, I know my God, and I know my God well. And honestly, Mr. Vin, do you think people of such, how do you say in your terms, weak can even think to harm any of our territories? If my God wills it, all of my enemies will be smite.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, that's about the type of speech I expected from you of all people. I think it's a bit weird that you were there, considering that weren't they your men that were taking over my city?
Does he always talk like this?
See,
Was he always like?
He wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he. You know, my boss. He's always somewhat menacing in his speech. He has to be.
You know, that goes to show you that even when I'm locked up, the God that I serve, the higher power, the highest power, will always sing the banner of the Kyojin group.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of
That just
been
shows you
proven.
that even when I'm in jail, when I'm locked up, you could not even defend against my son.
Whoa, whoa,
How
whoa,
do you
whoa.
think
Hold on.
you can
Hold on.
defend
That
me?
was foresight. Hey, I had nothing to do with that. It was a duel. I let it rock. Okay? That was Forsyth being an idiot. He's the one that challenged your fucking son. Okay? I took no part in that. I just have the group now. I was a bandit. I'm the bandit king. That's kind of like what I'm known for. Yeah, no, you got me. No. Mm-mm. That kid was doing weird shit. Wouldn't have caught me dead. I never would have challenged him.
Yep, that's my boy.
I can't even follow what you're saying sometimes, man.
I mean, yeah, he's got this weird thing where he's like weaving in and out of what he's saying, but like I get the
I'm
general
like,
idea.
I'm swerving.
Yeah, he's I'm getting the point of what he's saying. So
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to
yeah,
say
no,
that in character.
no, I
Oh,
know. I
am I
got you.
going? Am I going in and out?
No, you're good. You're good. We're talking about how
No, I was
your
trying to say it
character
in
is like
character.
long-winded. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's not like a bad thing. It's just because your character's old. So he talks like an old guy. But yeah, you know, Lemisk, I actually do have a question for you involving your son. Now that we're here, uh, did you teach that boy magic? Cause you were a philosopher, as far as I'm aware, right?
Hmm. Well, I could be. I look at Mr. Vin and smile.
All right. Well, I was just questioning because, like I said, he was doing some weird shit when he fought Forsyth. That was strange.
You were there.
Um, I was there.
Hmm.
I I made a lot of money off of it.
Oh,
I
I see.
people were angry about it at the time, but I bet against my own captain. Cause
So,
again, I saw the kid. He did what did he call it? I don't know. He had some weird technique that looked kind of nightmarish. I didn't want to question it too much. I didn't want to. Not my place. He killed Forsyth. He went first. I believe he was the first pick of that year's draft. I don't remember what team he was on. Uh, but after about a month of being one of the heaviest hitters in the core, he just disappeared. So, now you don't know anything about that. You don't know anything about your son, where he's at, or anything.
nope.
Damn.
My son's a free man now.
I didn't even know you had a son.
I have multiple. I had a few
Whoa.
daughters.
How many kids you have?
About 8.
Yeah.
What did you do for work before?
6 biological, 2 adopted.
Yeah.
Oh, two adopted.
Yep.
When? Like when in the timeline did you adopt?
I adopted my first one after the second born, and I adopted the other one after the fourth born.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to have a big family. He's a mob boss. That's like that was the whole keep it in the family. That's like
Any of them named after you? Is there a Lemisk Jr.?
No.
Okay. All right.
I
What are you
wanted
on?
their
What are
own
you on?
names
What are
so
you
they
on the
can be
train
their own
for, man?
person.
Where are you going?
Oh, I gotta. I mean, we just have our trains, our tank like lines up. Like I get off before you guys.
It just feels like you came to see me. I
No,
don't know.
it just was convenient. I mean, you just are on the same one as me. Like this
I don't
one's
know.
just
I don't know. I mean, it just keep
you.
ending up the same place. It's just very strange. I'm just.
No, you literally ended up like you walk. You know that the walk from the Southern Badlands to where like the beginning of my territory starts is like a
Just
2-day trek.
very interesting. Just
I
very interesting that you keep
I
coming to
like the
the city
first.
that I'm from.
Okay, the first two-ish times we met, sure. Like the first one was a chance meeting in the Northern Wind, whatever. That's all the way on the other side of the fucking place. And then like the second time,
And you still
sure,
got
like I met
lucky.
you, and
And you still got lucky. And then I proved it. And then I proved it too. Oh my god, I can't wait for the third. I can't wait for the third. Yo,
sure,
you got cards on you?
sure. I got cards on me. Yeah, I've always got cards on me.
You want to make a bet? You want to play a game?
How much?
I got a little bit on me. You name a price.
Let me actually look at how much you have. Just to make sure. Okay. Well, you want to drop 500?
What game?
Uh, hmm. What's the
You just
easiest?
pick a game. We could probably just head to head roll for it.
Yeah, that's basically what it's gonna end up being. But we gotta flavor text it a little bit, you know. Uh, we could just run up some blackjack, I guess.
All right. Lemisk.
Oh, we're getting more people in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was between you and me, but does anybody else want to drop 500 into a pot for? Yeah, no, don't be stupid. Don't. I'll tell you right now, don't. As the DM, I will tell you, do not waste 500 on a bet with a guy that's known for conning people and Lake.
Nephew, I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm going to use the bathroom.
All right.
and he said no. Okay.
You want me to hold your money?
don't. Hey, Lemis, don't listen to him.
I look at my nephew and shake my head, and I go about my business.
Osei is reading. Crosswise is also reading. Who's writing, actually? Hey. All right, Lake. Go ahead. Draw. I want you to roll. Just a normal 100. 62.
Oh, God.
All right. We're gonna do 2 rolls here. All right. So we're gonna say that Cameron, you started with. We'll say you started with a pretty bad, like mid-ass card. You started with an 8. You started with an 8.
Gotcha.
I started with a face.
Gotcha.
So now you need to roll. Roll for me. Okay. Neither of us rolled that well. You rolled 40. Our rolls aren't different enough for me to say that he flat out beats you for that. So you know what? We'll say that we both went over. Go again. Roll one more for me. I want this to be a real defeat. We gotta have a. Oh shit. Okay. You started with a 9.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
You tough. So let's see. You didn't get anything crazy, but your hand is still playable. Holy
Oh,
fuck.
damn, I thought that was your roll.
I mean the role that Quay did was he sent me a message asking if he could pray to make a miracle happen and give you a boosted roll.
Huge.
But it did not go through. But it doesn't matter because the first roll you won, the second roll you won. Go ahead and roll one more for me just to see something.
Okay.
45.
Eesh.
Realistically, you won that hand, but we're just gonna. Okay, no, I was gonna give him if he got a 99 or a 100, he was gonna pull something out. Yeah, no, you 55 to 31, 83 to 40 versus the 90 to 47 to 15. Yeah. You just barely beat him. You guys are going hand for hand. You both end up going over fucking 3 times in a row. And then finally you get a face card in hand. He gets a face card in hand. You roll another face card. He rolls an ace and he gets arrogant. Or no, he doesn't roll an ace. He rolls another face card and gets arrogant thinking he can get an ace because he's feeling lucky. And he, unfortunately, pulls a 2. He goes over at 22. And you win with a 20. He looks at you and just looks down at the cards. And he puts his head in his hands. And he reaches in his pocket and hands you 500 chips. Wow. Hold on one second. Let me roll something else right quick. Nope, doesn't happen. Okay. Yeah, so he hands you those. And he looks at you, he goes, "Alright. Okay. So I get it. Games of luck, you got it. You got it.
I got 5 on it.
I get it. Next time we bet, it won't be on a game." And he just kind of like sits back and he's like pissed off, but he doesn't want to say anything, so he's just sitting there. And we traveled through the shuttle tank a little bit. So he eventually gets off at his stop, and you guys make it to the edge of the Southern Badlands, and I'm not gonna make you play through this section, but it's just to explain why there's a gap of time. And that is that you guys realize that the entrance to the Southern Badlands, they cannot go through the Southern Badlands because of how dangerous it is. And so you guys end up having to travel like 3 days on foot to get to the main base, and to the village of Brunel. So you guys make it to the village. And you're all chilling, you know. And the thing about now is, first off, Lake is currently the vice captain, so that'll matter when you guys go out to Mt.Rio to investigate the spirit circle. And then if you guys want, we're gonna say it takes you like a week and a half, including the trip to like go to your trek to Mt.Rio again. So if there's anything you guys want to do in the village or anything right now, you can. Just
They got any stores?
that break. Yeah, there's multiple. There's like a restaurant that there's like a restaurant that, you know, has what is considered some of the best cuisine in the world. Obviously, you guys have the bar with like the crazy drinks. You have some people that in the knowledge center that like obviously they sell books there, but there's also people that work on like different types of potions and weird alchemy stuff involving like parts of monsters. Just all kinds of shit. There's also just like a general store where like you can get just random shit you might need.
Hmm.
Osei,
Hmm?
do you think anybody here would know more about what's happening to me?
I believe so. We'll have to look around.
All right, you take the lead.
Are
We should ask Lake for permission first.
Oh,
you guys going
He does
somewhere?
a quick kneel to Lake and he goes, "Sir, permission to look for information pertaining to my head."
Miss.
What's up, nephew?
They want to go see about Cross's head. You want to just all go together? Where's Eden?
Oh, Aiden's with you. He's there. Don't worry. He's there.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah, he's there.
What up, little man?
Hey.
Are you guys sure? This is kind of might be a boring little trip.
I mean, we're gonna have to hang out at some point, right? Like, I don't know. I think you guys are. I think y'all are. You if you don't, I can go do my own thing if you don't want to hang out with me. It's like, but I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
can
of
buy y'all
course
dinner
we
or
are.
something.
I
I just
mean,
came upon a
you'll-
bag.
You'll be useful in helping us, Sir Lake. Sure of it.
You don't. It's just like you're all good. Thank you.
Well, currently you're our captain.
gonna-
Currently,
That is true. That is true, Crosswise.
Well, as captain, I'll make y'all all honorary captain.
Oh fuck.
Except I got final say, of course. But
he
But just
he
stop
starts
calling
to
me sir.
unkneel and then he starts re-kneeling.
Well, if the vice captain says it, let's go.
All right, lead the way,
Okay,
Osei.
so actually, nephews, I'm gonna let you guys handle that. I'm gonna walk around, see if I can get some information.
never mind. I'm going with him.
Okay.
I don't like leaving him. I don't like leaving him anywhere. So I'm going with him.
Okay, that's actually true. That's valid. That's actually
that's
valid.
that's fair.
That's actually super valid.
Good thinking, Captain.
All right, you guys be safe.
You too.
See ya. And Eden, come with us. No, you
Yeah.
need Eden. Cross. You can.
That's.
I
No,
wouldn't.
no.
Matter of fact, I don't.
I
Are you
can-
sure?
I can go with whoever.
Yeah, I'm sure. Eden will be a great use to you.
Eden, you want to come with us? I'll leave it up to you, Eden.
Yeah, I can go with you. I just don't really understand what you need me for. But
I don't really
I'm
even
fine.
know where we're going, but
Sure. I mean, I'll be there to witness. I hear so much about this guy's miracles. I mean,
don't talk about that.
I want to talk about it.
Don't talk about that.
Okay, I won't talk about it. My fault. And yeah, so, Osei and Crosswise take a trip to the Knowledge Center and start reading through some books. You guys get there. You guys can try to see if there's a book in specific that you guys can take out of the Knowledge Center. If there's something you guys are looking for. I will tell you
Okay.
that nobody, like no specific person here has knowledge on the thing afflicting Crosswise. But there might be some books around here that do. But like the person at the desk would have to like look for it.
Okay. If I recall, Crosswise, I don't think we will get a lot of help with any individual here that might specifically know your current situation.
That seems
But-
fair.
Ooh.
Maybe we can figure something out as far as finding something close to any information about it.
Yeah, if there's like a idea for a book that you have in specific, I will see if they have something like even remotely similar to that in their place. They have a lot of stuff in the Knowledge Center because it's like one of the more expansive libraries in the world. It's not like the library, obviously that's the library of Iran, but you know, whatever y'all If there's anything you two can think of that might pertain to that.
Hmm.
According to what we were told last time by your witch friend,
Mm.
didn't they say it could have been put on me?
Yes, that is true. Yes.
Maybe we should look for people that I might have known in the books.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's not good.
We do have. No, I'm not sure if this would be any help here. We do have the scroll.
Yeah, you have the pages that Atreus gave to you. Yeah.
So maybe we can look through and see if anybody would know any of the information that Atreus has provided us.
Sounds reasonable. Maybe the librarian can point us in the right direction.
Indeed. Come on, let's go ask.
You guys ask the librarian at the desk. And she like kind of thinks about it for a moment. She's thinking of like, like historical books, historical texts they might have, and thinks about like, certain aspects of like what they might pertain to. And she's like, Chainlands, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And she like starts looking through some stuff that she has like under her desk that's like not usually handed out. Starts looking around like the library for different parts, and she finds a book that is a detailed journal of historical like wars in the Chainlands. And she hands it over to you guys. She hands it to Osei specifically, since he's the one that asked. And you obtain the journal of wars in the Chainland, basically. Written from the perspective of a man who was an outsider that went in and saw the warfare between all the kingdoms firsthand. It is unknown you can't identify the person that wrote it, but it's somebody who lived a very long time.
So this part here, there's information about certain wars that happened in the land of the Chainlands.
There is go ahead and roll int, both of you, reading through the book.
Okay. Here we go.
Plus 0.5
Oh
is
my.
so funny. Plus 0.5 is such a funny stat.
I can't seem to make heads or tails of this.
Yeah, so you don't really see it, but Osei does see the name of multiple times in this text, because Osei has the ability to absorb the emotions of text. He realizes that there's like a few names in there that, like, just from skimming, that pertain to like high level curse casters that exist there. And none of them ring true to Crosswise, and they don't cause anything to happen to his head when he reads them. However, as you guys keep reading, Crosswise, roll an endurance check.
All right.
Reading through, you guys spot a name that does cause Crosswise's head to hurt. So, in this text, what it says is it talks about a lord who had who was basically trying to amass an army of living weapons and just freely discarded those that he deemed like incomplete. And there is talk of him obtaining like multiple legendary living weapons, and those that refuse to listen to him he would place curses upon. It does not state a name, but upon reading it, Crosswise's head starts to hurt and you guys have to close the book.
Oh my god. Crosswise, are you okay?
Oh my god.
That didn't feel right at all.
So now, you obtain knowledge that I will write down later. That of the name of other living weapons that that person had like contracts with or had at one point in time that may give you leads on people to talk to that may help him find the what his curse is attached to. And then while you guys are reading, we go over to Lemisk Lake in Eden, where they are going throughout the town. I don't even know quite where Lemisk wanted to go, but he seemed to have an idea. So what did you want to do, Quay?
I'm gonna go to where all the debauchery typically goes in places like this.
Okay. So you're trying to do your underground connection stuff.
Mhm.
I know what you're trying to do. I can't even say that it's a bad play. So you, unfortunately for you, you are in a city or a town in the Southern Badlands. Not much happens in terms of dark dealings here. There's like there's like an underground casino, but that's mainly just because it's off the books money. That's the only reason they care about it. It's not anything like super grandiose. There's nothing that's like super crazy here because this is just like Southern Badlands are a monster-filled wasteland. It's just a survival of the fittest. You can visit the underground casino if you want to, but it's not like a super big area. It's not like there's not a lot going on there, other than the fact that it is a casino, I guess.
Where are we going, Misk?
We're going to the casino.
The casino.
The casino?
The casino.
That's surprising. Why would you want to go there?
Yeah, you just were telling me not to bet earlier.
You know, nephew. nephew. I'm gonna teach you a little thing or two.
I'm done. I'm done gambling for today.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'll go with you, but I'm just gonna watch.
All right.
I might get a drink.
Okay. He's trying to farm followers, this fucker. Okay, so you guys head to this weird kind of dilapidated looking building where go ahead and roll for me, Lemisk. Just in check.
Okay. Look at my intelligence.
Your intelligence happens to be
15.
15. Yeah, correct.
Kind of smart.
Oh my fuck. So you hear throughout the, whispers in the village. It's not hard for you to get, some of the information for it. Because obviously you're a first squad member, like you're like a revered person here. But also you hear about there's just one guy that yaps to you about everything. Big fan of the squad. And he's like, yeah, dude, fucking here's the like how you get in. Here's like some of the people that come around here sometimes. There is only really one name of note to you. I don't feel like writing out the list of guests currently, so I'll just say that because it's something that'll matter later, not right now because they're not even here.
Okay.
And so he like hands you that, and he's like, yeah, no, like if you get in, uh, just know that like that it's people do get a little violent in there sometimes. Like that's the warning he gives you. Now he doesn't say that anybody's died or anything, but he does say that people get a little unhinged. They don't play about their money in there. After hearing about that, you end up finding the spot. It's like this dilapidated little building. You get to like this guy and hand him a slip of paper with the password on it. And he kind of looks at you. He goes, what are you doing? They First squad members trying to gamble in the underground. The last group of like first squad members we had tried to shut us down. Like why do you guys want in?
Well, we're the new ones. We're the new first squad in town, and we're gonna make our rounds. So I always knew that the first squad typically wants to shut places like this down. So I thought I'd pay you guys a visit. Now, I can turn a blind eye to whatever you guys' facility is going, or and you can show me, you can take me to the owner of this establishment, or we can go ahead and shut this place on down. Everyone here loses money, and we have a lot of unhappy folks. Unhappy at the person who wouldn't
Whoa.
see.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He's intimidated. He's like, oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah, you're Lemisk, right? Forgot about
Right.
that.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you a little bit about. I grabbed him by the shoulder. I grabbed this guy by the shoulder.
Roll strength. Roll strength whiz. I know what you're trying to do. Go ahead. Roll strength whiz. Well, roll strength and then roll strength whiz. So you gotta go strength for strength with him. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab him by the shoulder and he kind of shrugs you off. You can still attempt to do like, I'll tell you what, Quay. If you roll strength whiz right now,
Mm.
and it is a 99 or 100, we did discuss this off recording. You can make it a miracle roll. So go ahead and roll a strength whiz. If it's a 99 or 100.
Let me
Then
bust out a calculator real quick. I'm sorry, chat. I'm doing the probability calculations right now.
wow.
83.
Damn. Yeah. So you grab him, and he like kind of shrugs you off, and then you're like, hey, calm down. And you like grab him again, and you start trying to spread your gospel. He's like hearing you, and he understands that like you're big on this whole God stuff, but he isn't necessarily buying it. And he's like, look, man, you already scared me. Like I just work here. I can take you to our boss. Okay. Just whatever weird stuff you're doing, leave me out of it.
Okay. I pat nephew on the shoulder. Like, you can always turn to me. And you need to, youngin. As we walk to the boss's room.
Yeah, so he takes you into this little underground area. There's a little trap door that leads to a little underground casino area. You guys get in. It's like a lounge mainly. It's not like a super extravagant casino. that you would have thought of. Like, there's not like machines and tables everywhere, but there's like, you get in, it's a lounge. It's more of a cozy atmosphere. It doesn't seem necessarily bad. There's like a few tables scattered around for people to play different games at, and this guy leads you past them to a door in the back. There's two doors, one on the right. You can tell that obviously leads to some kind of like kitchen area, and then there's one that leads to the back, which is the boss's room. You get in there, and you're face to face with a. Actually, let me roll this. Let me roll this because it can be one of two people. Yeah, okay. So you're face to face with like just a pretty typical looking like kind of mobster guy. You can tell there's no like crime family here, so he kind of just like plays the part. But I think it's more so like a that just happens to be his style type thing. And he's like obviously rich. And he looks at you. He goes, "Oh, why are you bringing the first squad in for?" And then the guy kind of looks at him and looks at you, and then he's like, he told me to. I'm not dealing with it. He told me to bring you here. That's the Miss Kyojin. I'm not playing. You got it." And he walks out. And so he looks at you, Lemisk, and he looks at Lake. He goes, "So what do you two want?"
Well,
No clue.
What do you mean, no clue?
Just for the record, no idea why we're here.
What?
I want to talk to you about witches.
About witches?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would have that knowledge actually. What the fuck? Why did he found the guy that has? Okay. Yeah, I would have a little bit of knowledge. Why?
Nothing. He's very interested in the idea of something like that. And there's someone I'd want you to meet.
Oh, okay.
Because they'd have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
Now, I want that, and I want 5% of your earnings.
5% of it. Whoa. Miss Kyojin, you've been out of business for a little bit, buddy. Come on. You're coming here asking me about. I mean,
And you should, as someone in your stature, should have their ears to the streets. You know who I am. You know who I am now.
okay.
You know where my position is in that workforce. And you
Okay.
know that you've had trouble with the first squad before. Now, this is your opportunity to have someone on the inside working for a co-benefit, if you know what I mean.
Go ahead and roll in. He's not dumb, by the way. I'm gonna tell you that straight up.
I'm about to kill myself.
That's so sad. Okay. So you come in here trying to intimidate me out of my business, saying, "Hey, we've had dealings with the first squad before. They want us shut down or whatever." Look, at the end of the day, they know we're in the village. Okay. The main problem, the reason the last squad wanted to get rid of us, is simply because they were the whole fucking justice tirade, which is weird because they got the fucking blood guy on the team. Okay. But they do this whole like justice tirade type thing. I'll tell you who didn't care. Mary didn't care. Okay.
Well,
Terminus don't give a fuck. 5%.
See.
I mean, I understand wanting information on witches. I can give you that. You're our hometown hero. That's okay. But 5%.
of course, 5%. You know, Yes,
I know
I
who
am
you
a
are, but this
and
ain't
you know who I am.
this ain't your
You
stomping
know,
grounds,
you
Lewis.
know who, and it could be.
Unc, let me talk to you.
Hold on.
I'm going to talk.
Let me share with you a piece of information. You see this kid here,
Yeah.
my nephew.
Okay.
You see, I bring him to the front, and I have both my hands on his shoulders as I'm talking behind him. Now, this, my friend, is the shining new star of our organization.
We're
He
working on
has
the arm.
He has both the ears of Mary and Terminus and Mr. Vin. Oh, Mr. Vin. And not only that,
Okay.
but like I said, he's under my wing. And so it
Hey.
would behoove you.
I'm the vice captain.
Wait, you're the vice captain. I thought Terminus was the vice captain.
No.
No. See this earpiece, bro?
He is the vice captain.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're
Vice
talking.
captain.
Not only are you
See
talking
this
to
insignia, bro?
Okay. All right.
you're
All
also
right.
talking to the vice captain. And so, if you want to keep
But I'm
your
not under his wing, just to clarify. I basically built this shit.
I look at Neff. I look at Neff, and I'm wondering to myself, why is he trying to fuck this shit up? nephew. I'm about to.
I can loan you money.
It's not about the money.
Why are we trying to steal all this paper for it?
It's only 5%.
5%.
It's only 5%, sir.
How's about you roll int for it?
How's about I do?
Oh my god. Your persuasion check's already done, Quay.
Bro. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Bro, what the yo?
Yo.
Hey, accurate.
So here's the thing.
Wait! I get a +5.
Yeah, but that's not you. You were doing the
That's not a real roll.
Cam was doing his fucking persuasion check. If we apply the +5 to your last persuasion check, it still wouldn't have passed.
Oh.
That's why I was fine with letting it rock. I would have brought it up if it mattered.
Alright, well, whatever.
Cause he's the one that said the statement.
Things.
I'll tell you what.
Type splish.
Type splish. It's just you gotta make a more compelling argument. But like, I just don't understand a reason why I need to give you money. I don't. What do we? You get out of prison, you start trying to extort people again. I mean, I don't.
Because
Look, we're about to be the biggest team in this entire tournament. Like,
Okay.
when it gets down to it, we're not number one in Graham's Disciples. Like, we are the number one team. I'm telling you this. You having access to us personally, knowing us personally, gives you great value. Like, that's just honestly an incredible advantage for you right now, because we're setting up a base nearby, like not super far from here. So this is not a one-sided thing.
Okay.
just think about the business that you will accrue just by knowing us, just by having Lemisk Kyojin on your side. The name alone
Lake.
is worth millions, trillions, even.
Okay.
My name's Lake, by the way. Just
Your
Lake.
name is Lake. Okay.
Lake Kyojin.
Lake Kyo. All right. Okay.
This is my nice son.
Okay. All right. Well, how about this? If you guys can help me build the. You said you're building a new base somewhere. Where is it?
The Northern Wind.
What? Okay.
The Northern Wind.
Well, that would make a lot of money, huh? All right. If you guys can help me build a location in the Northern Wind, then you can have 5%.
Build a
Matter of
location.
fact- Matter of fact, well, it wouldn't be from the ground up. Obviously, you wouldn't be doing the construction. But if you can find me an area in your base where I could do business, you guys could have fucking 10%. I don't care.
In the Northern Wind? You want us to set up shop in the Northern Wind? We both know how valuable that's going to be.
You're right.
It was 5 when we were just letting you off. Because remember, we could get this all shut down quick.
Oh, fuck. There we go. No, that's a good argument. Okay.
Good job, nephew.
All
Not
right.
only are you getting that, but we're also bringing you a lot of profit. I think 15 is a fair floor to start at.
I'm so proud of nephew. I taught him well.
And again, this guy's taking a lot of credit for the war company.
Okay. All right. Cam,
Huh.
your argument's really at 15%'s a fuck ton of the money he could make. So here's the deal. You are going to roll me in again with advantage. You are going to
Okay.
get plus 15 to your int check.
So do I roll it all together?
Yes, you roll it all together.
So 25.
So 25, yeah, because you're at 10, right? That's tough. Look, you know what? Yeah, and then I'll see if you can haggle it to anything past 10 by him also rolling it, but it can't be 15.
Yeah.
No. Look,
Where's gonna say
15's
9%?
15's pushing it. All right, that's a lot. That's gonna be a lot of money. Okay.
Okay. Fine. I didn't want to do this. However, I didn't want to bring him in. But you know my son could just kill you, right?
Okay. Well, that's.
Whoa.
All right. Well,
That's not true.
that's also just one that's insane for you to offer him instead of him doing it himself. That kind of eliminates the purpose of it. Also, you're greatly
gonna take-
underestimate me.
We're not trying to get involved in the underground, in the underworld here. Look, we're just trying to give you some benefits. I am a little bit disconnected from the vision that Mr. Kyojin, my uncle over here, is having at the moment.
I laugh. Guys, relax. It's April 1st. April Fools. I'm joking. How about
Oh
this?
my gosh, of course,
10%.
jokester, this guy.
And I shake his hand.
He shakes your hand back. He shakes
Oh
your
my
hand.
gosh, what a deal. What a beautiful deal. Anyone have champagne?
Well, but nephew, we'll bust out the champagne once we go get Osei. You stay right.
All right.
here.
Yo, what was your name, by the way? Sorry, I know it's a 10% deal on all future business, but what was your name?
His name is just King.
Just King.
His name is King. It's King. So his name is King. What's his
Word.
last name? It's like what? I don't remember if I have his last name written. His name, regardless, his name is King.
Great.
He comes from, like, he wasn't born here, but he was born in like a village in the Southern Badlands. Realized that there wasn't a place where people could make a lot of money, and he decided to offer that after going to the White Lotus Society and making a shit ton there off of gambling. And he learned how to run that shit from inside out because he learned how like how to game the system. And he decided to offer a less corrupt way to gamble in this small town in the middle of the Southern Badlands.
King, I really, honestly, just like the way that you're running things here. I think that, wow, it's it's frowned upon. It's not necessarily a harm for us to kind of indulge in these sort of things. So I appreciate establishments like this.
Of course.
I respect that you're doing it as close to legally as possible.
Mm.
And I think that you're honestly helping the world just get a little bit better. Let people kind of get rid of some of that pain. I can appreciate what you're doing here very seriously. So I hope we can keep in touch. I'm late.
Of course.
So yeah,
Lake Kyojin. Correct? You're his son?
Lake. Listen.
Oh, it's just like of the fam. Gotcha. Of the family. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
just you and me. Let me talk to you. Just you and me real quick.
Yeah.
King,
Hmm.
this is seriously, I haven't told anyone this.
Okay. Yeah.
Genuinely, I don't know why. I just have a serious trust in you. Just off
Sure.
rip.
Yeah.
And I am hiding my identity
Really?
from the rest of the group.
Okay. Gotcha.
I mean, not really. They kind of knew, but just I'm the son of a very powerful man.
Okay. I can
My last name is Durant.
of the
I don't necessarily get along with my father.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that's fine. That's actually part of the reason that I would like an area in the Northern Wind.
Yeah. So I think we
he-
could communicate.
He pissed me off one time.
I think we could communicate on a few things.
For sure. For sure.
So we'll be in touch. I appreciate what you're doing here.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I shake his hand.
Yeah. He shakes your hand. He's he's kind of like touched by your words. He's like, wow, he's so nice. Like this guy came in here threatening my life, and then he gets left alone, and he's like, he's so nice.
Right. So I meet up with Lake outside as we get out to Osei, and I congratulate Lake. I say, I feel phenomenal job. You did great on your first negotiation.
That's not my first negotiation, Unc.
Oh, really? Shoot. That's
Oh,
why you're
I'm
so
out
good at it
here.
already. Yeah, you're out here. I see you, Nev. Go ahead. All right. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be.
I actually read some old articles about you after I found out like who you were. You were locked up a while, bro. I was a kid. I was a kid. That's crazy.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
You were
learn
in the
from my mistakes.
slammer, bro.
Hey, learn from my mistakes, Nev. Learn
No,
from my mistakes.
my dad does not fuck with you, bro. My dad does not fuck with you.
I bet he doesn't.
Yeah, but he's kind of a nobody.
Yeah. You know, Nev, you're right about that. Your dad is a nobody. Who is
Yeah.
this man? I start throwing out gang signs. I throw out my set.
He throws up his man. He throws up the Kyojin family
That's
gang
it.
sign.
Yeah, I throw.
Yeah, I start breakdancing.
Opium Baby plays in the background.
All right. So you guys meet up with the group at the Knowledge Center after your low-key dangerous escapade. King is not a pushover. He would, if you guys did escalate that, he would have beat the shit out of both of you currently.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked his name.
So,
I plan on killing him later. It's okay. Wait. Wrong character.
Wrong character. Yeah.
My fault.
Just a little
I'll
Freudian
save him
slip.
later.
Yeah.
Little
Little shimmy tickle on it.
I'll conscript him later.
Yeah. So you guys meet them at the Knowledge Center. Crosswise has just finished recovering from like being like, oh, my head hurt, and Osei is now just like kind of thinking on different like ways they could try to find the people from these stories. I'll give you guys a list of those people later. There's 3 living weapons in particular that you'll be searching for, but he's kind of pondering, and he's over there like just doing nothing because he's trying not to hurt his head, and y'all walk in. After walking in, you you guys. I mean, did you want to take Osei to King now?
It's up to Osei. Well, I mean, what do we have time for? We can always come back.
Yeah, you can always come back. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you is we're like an hour in already, so like there is a whole there's a lot to do. I'll tell you
All right,
that.
well, let's go do that, and then when we come, we'll spin back.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys finish your adventures in Brunel, unless Osei and Crosswise had anything in particular they wanted to do, but they did get the information they were looking for. So.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Get over here.
All right. So you guys end up resting up for a few days before going on this journey to Mt.Rio again. So you guys are on the way to Mt.Rio, and you, on your way out, see like the camera crew, the reporters, analysts, so on and so forth, that are waiting there. There's a certain amount of them that get sent out to every team. They're kind of an omnipresent force. They aren't there for every event, but they're there for most major events because they have to report that and record it. Obviously, because that's the whole system. So you guys see all them, and you're like, oh, like the season's actually started. You guys head on your way out to Mt.Rio, and on your way out, I want you guys to roll an encounter check for me. Go ahead.
Can I when the cameras are on me, I'm like, hey guys, hey people, I just left from a fantastic casino back in insert village name here.
Brunel. It's Brunel.
Brunel.
Yep.
Brunel. Okay. It is so fantastic.
Oh, he's promoting the. Wait,
I spent 500 and got back 50K. Okay. The price is phenomenal. The drinks to die for, and the servers. I make a face. So come on down. Maybe get a drink on me.
The like people recording or you were gonna make a miracle roll? Is that what you're going for?
No, that's the encounter roll.
Oh, that's your encounter roll. Okay, everybody else rolling counter, and also all the reporters are kind of surprised that you already have a sponsor. 14, 88, 91, 44. Wait, actually, hold on. I have to pull out a calculator to determine if you guys get this encounter or not. I'll be honest. I can't. I can't read numbers. You guys gotta. Okay, so, boom. Okay. Okay, you guys are good. You guys are good. So you guys make it to Mt.Rio with no issues. You guys make it to Mt.Rio. And upon you guys making it to Mt.Rio, I will roll something here. It's a back end thing, so it doesn't matter for you guys at all. It's just something for me. So, what? Oh wow. Never mind. I mean, it doesn't matter for you guys at all. I'm just surprised that I just rolled a thing that matters. So you guys get here, and you're now realizing it's kind of weird, because you're like, so there's no Terminus. He's not back yet. It's been over a week since he dipped out. And you begin to walk into the volcano, and just kind of like you guys kind of like are researching the spirit circle a little bit, like seeing what the deal with it is. Also kind of just hoping that maybe Terminus will appear at this point, because it's a little scary. And here, Lake gets like a little static in his earpiece. It's like not like it hurts his ear or anything, but he's like, that's off. So Terminus might be in a sus situation. And I want y'all to roll Dex for me, everybody. God damn. Maybe mine is cursed. Quay was kind of spitting earlier. So you guys cannot tell enough about the spiritual circles. You just realize that they're like similar to the one that you saw on the mountain, and like the other one that Terminus found a while back. And you're wondering what this big ass spiritual circle is for. And upon like looking deeper into it, you do notice the like cave that Mary told you about when you were leaving. There's like a small cave opening in the back of the volcano beyond like waves of lava. And you guys walk in. You guys walk into the cave. You guys walk in, and this should be it. Boom. It's like a partial dungeon. So it's not like a true dungeon, it's just a partial dungeon. You guys get in there and immediately are greeted by 3 hooded figures.
Oh god.
Yep. So here's the thing. I want y'all to roll Dex again for me. They're not gonna do anything to you. I just want to see if y'all can notice a thing. Damn. Okay. All right.
Whoa, what are we rolling? Sorry.
Dex again.
Dex again. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So, Crosswise and Lake can tell from looking at these hooded figures, that they bear like an insignia, or like a symbol on their robe that's not too dissimilar from what Terminus and Mary described as the like people that they fought with in the past. So this is that strange organization that ended up killing like the original vice captain, so on and so forth. And so you'll fight these guys. They're on their way out, and you guys notice that, and because of that, I will say that you guys can just, because originally if you guys didn't notice that, they would attack first, but you guys attack first. And they have pretty slow initiative moment. So, yeah. So we're going to add turn. They're all slower than you, so unless somebody in specific wants to start combat, you guys all like it'll just be Cam. Is Cam just gonna be the combat starter here?
Yeah, that works for me.
That seems
I'm
good.
cool with it.
Okay. Yeah, so these guys seem obviously hurried, and they start running towards you guys, like on the bridge, and then you notice them. So here, Cam, you can make the first move. Normally I
Gotcha.
don't do combat on like actual maps. I do it on, the combat thing, but I figured, it's a little dungeon, we might as well give it a little map.
Okay. Got you. I'm gonna approach a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see. Sorry.
You're good. Ain't nothing but a thing.
I'm gonna let me go ahead and focus lens.
Go ahead and focus lens, as you does.
You focus lens 35.
35. Okay. So you can hit none of them are within that distance.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use focus flare
Focus flare
on this one closest to me.
on the one closest to you. Okay, go ahead and roll Dex. Should hit. regardless, but just make sure. Yeah, you're fine. It's a low check. So yeah, the guy closest to you has no way of dodging a literal blinding light. So he is blinded. I will write that on the thing. So blinded. Also, I know it's not written, and that's because there is no flat defense. None of them have
Okay,
flat
gotcha.
defense, so you can just hit them.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swing on him with the camera. Where is this? I thought Sorry, I saw it earlier.
With the the chain.
Yes. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
With the reinforced camera on the chain.
Yeah. So I guess I don't have the distance written. Let me check the distance. It should be fine. Yeah, the distance is 20 meters on that. I meant to have it written. I don't have it written. But you haven't like ever used it before, so it's fine. Yeah. So it will cost you 10 key to use the chain.
Okay.
And anytime you like use you're writing mental, not key. It costs.
Yeah, I
Oh,
fixed
that was for
key,
your.
so I
Gotcha.
was
Yeah.
taking out my.
Yeah. And so when you attack with the reinforced camera, it's not gonna do that much damage because your strength is kind of low. But how much is your? What did I count that as? Hold on.
My strength is 1.5 right
No,
now.
I know about your strength. I'm thinking about like what I have my my numbers written as for what it relies on. I don't remember if I have it rely on throw or on two-handed. I think it relies on two-handed. But yeah. It's two-handed. So what's your two-handed is 33, right?
Yeah.
So this guy gets hit by 33. So let's do that. Boom. And what else would you like to do? That costs 20 AP for the two-hand attack. And
Gotcha.
also the AP cost for the spell you used earlier.
For the focus flare, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
take them both out.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm just gonna end my turn.
You're in your turn? Okay. It goes to Crosswise.
Hi guys. Okay. I will move here. I will cross chop the guy right in front of me. This one.
Cross chop the guy right in front of you. Cross chop does a shit ton, fuck ton of damage. 112. Yeah. So
I'll do that and then taunt him and then end my turn.
boom. And then taunt, you say?
Correct.
Okay, so I have to. Yeah, go ahead and I'm gonna roll. Hold on. I have to roll for that. Let me go ahead and roll a nice little that. Boom. He's not intimidated. But he will just straight up attack you next turn. So he's guaranteed to attack you.
Sounds good. That is my turn.
That's your turn? Alright. Lemisk, what do you do?
All right, I start off by moving. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move up 1 or 2.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to let's see, what's the range? Am I in range for World of Forms right here or no?
World of Forms is sight. So you can see him.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna cast World of Forms on. See, that'd be 30, 75. I'm doing it on all 3 of them. 1, 2, 3.
You just cast that spell 3 times.
Yep.
Okay. So you will put World of Forms on all of them. And do you choose to just cast it as a damage spell, or are you gonna let it be the illusion spell that you can recast?
Let's see.
Currently, if you just use the illusion part of it and then recast, then the illusion part of it's just gonna make them have to roll accuracy.
How much is the upkeep again? 25?
Yes. The upkeep for it is so you have to. It's 15 per. It's 15 per turn. That you want to keep it up per person. And then
Yeah, that's fine.
when you recast it, it costs the initial cost again of 10.
Yeah, I'll keep it on them.
You'll keep it on them? Okay. So they'll all have to roll for accuracy on their next turn. Is that all you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, Osei. Your turn.
All right. Okay. Let me do a conjure bow on the enemy on the back.
Alright, go ahead and you cast your conjure bow. And you said you want to shoot on the guy in the back?
Yep.
You can do that as a bow. So you attack for what to do? 70, right?
70 spell damage. Yeah.
70, yep. Alright. You attack for 70 mental. And I guess I should have asked you. I kind of just did the right thing to do there. That's on me. I should have asked you if you wanted to attack for stamina or mental, because that's the thing about conjured weapons is they can attack for either. But I just attacked as mental for you. So
Okay.
that's on me. That was on something I should have asked beforehand. I just like kind of auto pathed it. But yeah. So that costs the same as like shooting a bow. So you would have to pay like, how much AP is that? Nighlin, it's like 15, same as like shooting.
20.
20. Okay. Yeah, that costs 20 AP.
And that's just for
like the actual
just
interaction of using it. Yeah.
Okay, so just a regular AP 20.
Yeah, regular AP 20. It doesn't cost anything to conjure. Like, it doesn't cost AP to conjure weapons, but when you use it, it costs the AP cost that it would normally cost to use that weapon. So, like, if you
Okay.
did a sword and then did a one-handed, then it costs one-handed. If you did a sword and then two-handed, it costs it, so on and so forth. You know how that goes. So yeah.
Okay.
What else do you choose to do, Osei?
And then after that, let's see.
Also, the reason that you did not have to roll accuracy is because they are in Illusion Town right now. So
Let me do a soul bend on Crosswise.
Soul Mend on Crosswise. Crosswise, you will heal for let's see, you don't have any stacks currently, so it would only be 10. But you heal for 10.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Is that what else do you choose to do? I say, is that all?
Yeah, that'll end there.
Okay. So first guy is the guy that just got hit by Osei. So he's gonna roll to see who he attacks within range. Let's see. Well, actually, I should roll to see what attack he does first. So okay, so he can only attack one person because they're the only person in range. So he will run up here and he will attempt to grab you crosswise. So I guess roll strength. See if we can grapple him.
Which one's attempting
The
it?
one right here. This one.
Okay. Strength check?
Yeah, strength check. Unless you can just straight counter or dodge it or whatever.
No, I'll strength check this. Is fine.
Strength check. Okay, go for it.
15. Not too well. I was preoccupied, I'm handling that one dude.
Yeah. So, I technically do have like a stat that could be used as strength here, so I'll roll it just for the hell of it, just to give you a chance. No. Yeah, I tried. So yeah, he grabs you, and he will deal, what is it? It's, so R slash, no, is it slash R? Slash R. Boom.
Slash R.
Boom. So he hits you for 23, and on your next turn you will have to spend 10 AP to get up. So he does 23 damage. You have flat defense.
Yeah, no, I take 1.
yeah. You're an endurance monster, right? It's like
Yeah.
your thing. That's your stat. Yeah. So that will conclude that guy's turn. Next guy is guy in the back here. He is going to roll the same attack. Who would have thought? I didn't mean to. I fucked up the whole thing. Anyways, he also lunges at you and attempts to grab you.
Group hugs.
Yeah, go ahead and roll strength check again. Dude, fucking nothing, dude. Shrug this guy off. He doesn't fucking matter. Who cares about this guy? You throw him to the ground. He tries to grab you. You throw him to the ground. He fucking -1 damage, dude. Fucking asshole.
Heals me.
Yeah, fucking asshole. Get thrown to the ground. How dare you fuck that up so bad? So yeah, he takes 1 damage from you throwing him on the ground from trying to grab him. You saw the other guy do it before, so you saw this guy come, you're like, I'm not letting this shit happen. So you fucking like grab him by the head and push him to the side. He falls on the ground. And then that asshole's turn is ended. He's gonna have to spend 10 AP to get up next turn. Because I was gonna say he has advantage because you're on the ground, but it doesn't fucking matter. So this guy's blinded. So first off, I have to roll to see if he'll even like be able to do anything to you. But let's see what attack he does. He tries to grab you, so we're just gonna go ahead and roll a D100. He does manage to find his hand your way, so you might get grabbed again. Go ahead and roll me strength.
I plan to counterattack him.
You plan to counterattack him? Okay.
Yeah.
Because you did cross chop, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that don't know, cross chop, when he hits an enemy, they're weaker on their turn, and it lowers the AP cost of counter by 20. So you counter him. How much damage is your counter?
It is 56.
It's 56, but he's weakened because of the ability. So I'm doing a calc. He takes 84 instead. It's times 1.5. So he is going to take 84. And ow, that hurt. Fucking bad, actually. So now it is back to Lake's turn.
All right. Coming in hot.
Okay.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
I am going to real quick take a picture of Crosswise, try and correct its stance a little bit.
Okay, yeah. You catch him when he's like, you catch a picture of him when he's about to get grabbed by the guy and throws him to the side. You see him like on the ground, able to like kind of replicate the stance that he does like standing, just without footwork, and as he like tosses the guy to the side. And you catch the picture of the grab in action.
And yeah, I
Roll.
wanna.
It's easy to do because the motherfucker's on the ground. But just go ahead and roll dex. For the picture, it should be like
Gotcha.
basically impossible for you to fail. Yeah, you're fine. Oh yeah, your shit's 25. The cutoff was 25. That's on me. But yeah, you catch the picture, no problem. You go ahead and roll your focus lens. It's 20. They are all within 10 meters of you currently.
Okay.
So you would have to move back to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I might step back. I'll go here.
Okay.
And then I'm
they're all
going
within 15
to-
there. You can check with the ruler on the other side.
Okay. Can I like restart my turn from here and just
Yeah,
go like
yeah,
this
yeah.
instead?
We can say that you
Okay.
yeah, you moved there instead of yeah, that's fine because you have that much movement, so you're allowed.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Now I attack them hard as hell.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna just focus flare.
Which one?
The one that is full right here. This guy.
Okay, he's 20 away, so that guaranteed hits him. So that motherfucker is also blinded. The other motherfucker should not have the blinded tag on him no more. So let me turn that off. Boom. This guy, let me show that one. Boom. He's blinded guaranteed because you're at distance.
All right, and then I'm gonna try and do negative exposure
On the same guy?
on the same guy. Yeah.
So he's blinded, so you're gonna hit that. Negative exposure is going to hit him for. It's a laser that's gonna hit him for 72 to the chest. So boom, boom. So he gets hit by 72.
Yep.
And
then I'm gonna in my turn after that.
End your turn. All right. So now it's Crosswise. Reminder: negative exposure does place a mark on somebody. So the next time they get attacked, it's gonna give a bonus towards a weakness of theirs.
Fuck. Sorry, my sheet's mad at me for some reason.
Your sheet's mad at you?
We're all good. I think I've taken 50 minutes on my last 2 turns.
No, you're fine.
That's crazy. This fight's actually been going by super fast. What exactly did you doing?
It says this script has been edited, so the buttons don't work.
That shouldn't happen. I didn't fuck with anything.
Yeah, I don't even know if you have access to fuck with them.
I don't have the ability to mess with the script unless it would have had to been art, right?
Not even, because like I just copied his script and then changed it, so he doesn't even. I don't know how that broke.
Everybody else's regions and stuff has been working, right?
Yeah, I just read you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
then
Yeah, that's so weird. What the heck? Cool. Well, I can manually do it. I'll fix it after the session.
for sure. Did I fuck with anything on your sheet at all? I give you a spell. That's all I did is give you a spell. I give you a quest. Not even on the
Yeah,
same
it's-
page. That's fucked up. But yeah, that's hell. Way worse than hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be doing like a
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I'm
got
doing an automatic funny mode.
Yeah.
36 equals. There we go. 24.5.
241.5. Yeah. There you go. And then you know your AP.
Yeah, that one's easy. Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Yep.
So I will. Which one has the exposure?
The one right here does.
Okay.
So that's the one that
Oh.
has the thing.
I'll cross chop this guy and then this guy.
You'll cross chop both of them. So cross chop does 112 to this guy, but he gets you already cross chopped him once, so it actually counts as 113. Boom, beats the fuck out of him. This guy gets 112, but also it like hits him, and you see there's like a burst of energy around him that envelops his body in flame.
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
You can take a picture of that. Do you have the AP too?
No, I don't. Damn,
Okay.
fuck, I don't.
That's tough.
Tragedy.
But he's going to take an extra 85 on top of that from the burn, and he's also burning, so he's going to deal less damage when he attacks. So he will do literally nothing to you crosswise, basically.
We love that. I end my turn.
You end your turn. Correct. Lemisk, your time.
All right. How much AP do I expend to go from here to
You gotta turn on the ruler again. It's from there to there. From you were here to here.
Yeah.
That's 10 meters, dog.
Okay, cool.
You're chilling.
So this is the guy. Okay, this
He's
is
on
the guy.
fire.
He's on fire?
He's on fire as we speak. Yeah.
That's fine. All right, so I put my hand on his shoulder.
Jesus Christ. You can roll endurance for me, right quick. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, put your hands on his shoulder. What are you gonna do?
All right, and so it is time. Hello, my son, my nephew. I know you feel, obviously, you're burning and you're blinded, but I want you to focus on that vision of God that I am sending to you. This is the vision of the God that I am trying to find. I'm trying to walk the path in order to find this God. And I know this God will help you in this time of crisis. You can't see, yet you can feel. You can feel, yet you can't see. You're burning. This is the flames of your repentance. Take my hand now. Enjoy me as I walk with God.
Roll strength plus wisdom. If you want to try to convert him, it also costs fucking 30 AP. That seems pretty likely. That seems pretty likely. Yeah, so I pre-rolled his strength check earlier. That's why I said fuck. Yeah, he's literally burning alive. I'll roll dex to see if he would like hear what you're saying, which is also the same as he would. So he does hear you despite the agonizing pain that he's in. And he is like believing you. He cannot respond because he's on fire. But he believes your words and sees the truth of God. I want you to try something for me, Quay.
Okay.
Roll me a raw 100. Nope. And so you can roll a miracle roll to get rid of the flames right now. He's still on fire, but he does believe in the words you're saying. If you want him as a follower, you will have to find something to stop him from burning. But considering you're on a bridge above water, that's not very difficult.
So I thank him. I grab him with my other, and honestly, my strength is at 13. I should be able to just throw him.
What's the lifting strength on that?
That is lifting shit. 230. This guy.
230. He's not that big. Yeah, you got him. They're all pretty. They're not like small, but they're like lanky because they're meant to be like fast, kind of. But yeah, you You throw him in the water.
Okay, how much AP?
That costs just like 20.
I throw him in the water.
Yep. You throw him
You
in
are
the
now
water.
reborn, my nephew.
And he well, actually, hold on. I do gotta roll something right quick. This is in your favor though. Yeah, he's totally fine. He doesn't get knocked out, and he's able to swim after the fires have been extinguished. And mysteriously, his body is not scarred. He is not totally fine.
Oh,
Obviously, he
God.
still took the damage, right?
Yeah.
But he as far as long-lasting damage goes, he is totally fine. And this guy he swims and heads out, awaiting your next words. So boom, he is gone.
All right. Guess what, guys? We
Fucking
got
unbelievable. How does he only roll good on the fucking follower checks, man?
this one right here. You know, obviously he's pretty. I'm like, okay. So I grab him.
You hold on. You would have to spend AP for that movement.
Oh, really? Okay. How much?
Let's see, because what's your agi?
It
Yeah,
was
you
just
only
3.
get the first two were the only ones that were free. So that would have been 2 spaces is 20 AP, right?
Thank God.
Am I tripping, Nighlin? That would have been 20.
If it's over his movement, then yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Then yes, that's 20. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
So it costs 20 AP. I mean, conversion costs more AP than you have though, right now.
You said 30.
Yeah, conversion costs 30.
Yeah. No, I had 50 AP, and then I just took the 20 out.
Oh, okay.
So I have just enough for one more.
Okay.
That's it.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Roll me strength plus wisdom. Just preemptively do it. Fucking hell.
I know. I put my hand on his shoulder.
All he has to do is all the enemy has to do is roll above a 50. That's all the enemy has to do is roll above a 50.
I look into his eyes as you look. I know you're in pain. My nephew over here is roughing you up a bit. And you know why? Because he sees greatness in you. He's disappointed that you have chosen a path that cannot be walked by holy men or women. Because you're hooded. I don't know who you are, but I would like to know who you are. And you know who else would like to know who you are? The God I'm trying to find. And I find some of that God in you. I want you follow me on this journey so we can find God together. I know a path. That path is obviously a lot more safer than the path you're on now. Pat him on the back.
Yeah. you got it. It's like working so well because you use it right. You use it on people that are already hurt. So like I'm not mad about it. I'm just mad that like they just have to roll over a 50 to not get grappled by you. And they're just not. They never do. All right. Well, you used that 30 for the conversion. They listened to you and they heeded your warnings and followed their friend out.
I mean, does it take AP to unleash whatchamacallit, the world of forms?
Yes. You have to recast it.
Okay, well, never mind. I already took it this way. Okay, cool.
Okay. Now it is Osei's turn.
Okay. Let me do recite a hymn.
You recite a hymn towards the hooded figure in front of you. Now you throw it at the enemy. Do you just want to recite at him, or do you want to see if you can do something involving the emotional state of that person you're casting it on?
Let's try that.
Okay, well, because you mastered this ability, you've mastered reciting hymns, you can use the emotions that an enemy is feeling against themselves. This person is currently kind of scared by what he just witnessed Crosswise and Lemisk do, and is contemplating, like, just straight booking it. You sense that feeling of fear and dread and channel it into a ball of energy directly at them. So you do your normal recite him damage. So they will take 68 to the Domazoid, to the mental. And on top of that, the next mental attack that happens to them will fucking deal not only extra damage, but may have a chance to make them, like, scared, which would prevent them from fighting.
Okay.
So he took the damage. What do you want to do?
You said the next mental attack.
Build the more damage. Yeah.
So anything that would use mental resources.
Yep. Anything that would use mental resources and could potentially attack the mind of another individual. So if you did recite him again, yes, it would work.
Okay. Why not? Let's try that out.
Well, you cast recite him, because that's what I thought you were asking. I mean, technically, your conjured weapons can also attack mental, I guess, if you choose.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
then go for it. What do you want to? Are you casting conjure bow?
You know what? Let's just do that and see what happens.
Okay.
Just want to test
You
this.
conjure your bow, and obviously you pay the AP to fire the bow. Upon hitting its target, I will roll a check here. So we're going to roll to see if bro is scared. Bro is very barely not scared. The cutoff is a 65. So bro withstands his ground, but takes extra damage from the mental attack. So now you see, bang, all that mental health just went down. And now the motherfucker's low mental.
Okay.
So you paid the 35 for recite him, right? On your AP.
Let me do that as well.
I saw you, like, covering it. I was like, oh shit, don't forget. But yeah. So what else would you like to do? His mental is very low.
Let me make 2 steps forward. I
Okay.
know, didn't you say one is free and then the other one would be 20, right?
Two is free. Your first
2 is
two is
free.
free. Your first two is free. Anything after that is not.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, actually, what's your agility is your first two.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, do that and I'll end it there.
Okay. So you take your 2 and then you end your turn. This guy is fucked. So I mean, I'll roll to see what move happens. So this is something that I will roll to see who he attacks. So that goes in order of distance. Which one of you two is further? Oh, it's a coin flip. Y'all better hope this shit goes to Osei. So 1 will be Lake, 2 will be Osei. Alright. Well, he rolled his second attack. Which he, I guess, technically has enough mental to cast. It would leave him with, like, in theory. So, alright. So, Lake, you see
What up?
a nightmarish tendril come from this guy's hand and start enveloping it.
Oh fuck.
He puts his arm in the air, and you see the same kind of aura around your shit around his, but his is like he can create it. It's like energy that's created, not like within him.
Mm-hmm.
And he shoots this magic bolt at you of like pure nightmare energy. Do you, do you have like the ability to react to this?
Yeah, I mean, can I use stillness principle?
Well, do you have any AP? Is what I'm asking.
Not until my next turn, so
Ooh,
no.
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, it's gonna hit. I want you to roll endurance for me.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Lord bless me this day. Fuck.
you're lucky.
Oh, thank God.
So the damage will be so let's do 16 to your mental. You did not gain the corruption from it. However, you also take 20 stamina damage because of the arm.
Gotcha.
And that's it's done. That's the end of that one's turn. The other 2 I should just get rid of. It's your turn again, so I mean you get your run back here.
Okay, let me read you in.
Yeah, go ahead and regen. Yeah.
What are we gonna do here?
What are you gonna do? His mental is really low.
I want to talk to this dude now.
You can.
Yeah. Can I? I want to. I'll use my AP to just walk up to him, I guess. So I get 3 free moves.
Yes.
Well, actually, that would.
You're,
Is that 15?
No, that's 20. So you're
Was it?
paying. Your agility is 12, so you'd pay 20 for that movement, I think.
Okay. My movement is 17.
Movement is
There's a
7.
5 flat.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Then that should be fine.
I think that's it's 15.
Yep.
That's 15. Yeah. Okay.
So because I started here.
Yeah. You're good.
All right. Can I just like ask how he did that? Yeah,
Roll
can I
it.
just be like, look, we're pretty clearly about to push your whole shit in. It's a 4v1. We can let you walk away right now if you explain to me how you did that.
Roll in. This is a very easy check, but just roll it. Yeah, that'll work. I mean, it's like an experimental magic. They taught me how to do it. I don't really. I mean,
Who is they?
I physically cannot tell you that. I will die if I tell you. Like, I know you're about to kill me too, but like there's a chance I might get out of this, and I physically die on the spot if I tell you.
Can you at least tell me where to go?
There's research notes deeper in the cave. If you keep going, like that, like there's research. I will warn you. We've got someone here. We do have someone here that might be one of our strongest here.
one more?
Well,
Is one more guy?
Actually, well, I guess you get the information for this guy from this guy. Before you enter the cave, this was blocked off because it's implied to be further down the cave, so you can't really see it. But if we reveal the rest of the page, he will say that there is a nightmare oxen blocking the door to the next section of the cave. Nightmare oxen, Osei learned about, so you guys will know what he does. You should be able to see it if you hover over, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, he explains that the Nightmare Oxen's further down the cave, blocking the entrance. Normally he would rush you guys and start combat, but because you know he exists, you will be able to start combat. That's kind of crazy. He explains that there is research notes further in the cave that may pertain to some nightmare magic, as well as pertaining to other things that may be of interest, at least to your group specifically. And he warns you that deeper in the cave, they do have another man on the inside here that's like a threat. So it is up to you. What do you do with him? What do you do with this guy?
Who are you working with?
I can't name any in specific, but I can tell you what we do.
Yeah, what do you do? I mean,
We're conducting
information.
research on how to hybrid magic with the powers of nightmares to create a new form of magic.
So you're building them. Are you using like some magic as a basis, or?
Some of us, yes. The rest of us have been experimented on. I myself am naturally just a normal spellcasting witch. I traded fire magic for nightmare magic. I work here.
So what happened to your arm?
Nothing. And he like closes his hand and the nightmare tendrils and stuff go away. And he's like, it's just magic. It's not inside of me or anything. It's just magic. It's not like you where we have the nightmare DNA or anything like that. We can just cast the abilities of nightmares.
All right.
We're getting close to our research being finished, actually.
But you can't even say the name?
I can't say the names of the people involved.
Are you cursed, or?
They have, basically placed curses on everybody that works with them. It says, hey, you get superpowers if you work with us, but if you do the wrong things, then the curse will respond and blow your fucking head up. We can talk about it, but we can't talk about, like, they just don't want names mentioned. They want to stay entirely anonymous.
Sounds like witches.
Some of them. But
Right.
it's I can't really say more than that.
Yeah, listen. Look, I appreciate it. You need to leave, like, now. We're gonna go figure this out and try and interrupt whatever was going on. You don't have any sort of communications on you, right?
Not that I know of. Hold on. Let me no, I don't think so. They don't place chips on people as low ranking as me.
All right, got you. All right. I'm gonna give him 50 chips and send him on his way.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
As he goes away, I'm like, wait, nephew, come here. Put my hand on his shoulder.
This guy is not gonna listen to you, man. He's going to run for his life. You're not gonna be able to follow or form this guy.
He's scared and I got the word of formula already on him. Huh?
Then kill him, bro. Because I promise you, I'm not letting you follower farm this one. You're spamming follower farming, and he's scared. In lore, he has no reason to turn around ever.
All right. Okay.
That's literally just what it is. Like if if he were less damaged, like if it was his physical that was lower and not his mental, I'd let you shoot for it. But his mental's 2 shot. So he runs. That being said, that is the difference between mental and physical damage. You get the bonus on people that are physically weak, not people who are mentally weak, because it is, at the end of the day, persuasion.
Okay.
But you will now fight a beast, a nightmare, that is blocking the entrance to the next part of the cave. You guys have knowledge of him, so you get to attack first.
Can I initiate combat?
You can initiate combat, correct. Since you were already moving, trying to get the guy's attention, we can say that you start combat. So Nighlin's PC blue screened.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're not-
You're back?
It was,
Okay.
it was a while back.
It was a while back that I was kind of like padding for time a little bit.
All chill.
But yeah. So you can start combat. You guys can all walk forward. I'll move you guys forward over here. How do you wish to start combat?
I'm going to.
Oh, you guys get I'll say this. You guys get 2 regions, by the way.
Ooh. Good. Well, I'm gonna start by doing a prayer of shielding.
Prayer of shielding. I will. Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You do a prayer of shielding, and everybody in your party gets, what is it? Oh shit, yeah. You guys get a shield that makes your next hit protect you for 50. Because he has a fuck ton of wisdom. For real.
15.
So yeah. That's sick. I'll just I'll keep that in mind for the hits here.
And then I'll go ahead and do a prayer of fortune.
Do prayer of fortune. Prayer of fortune.
Plus 10.
Yeah, everybody gets plus 10 damage on their next attack as well. What else will you do?
40. And then let's see. 2.5. Then I'm going to. Well, I might as well go ahead. Nah, I'll save the mana. I end my turn.
You end your turn? Okay. Lake, it is your turn. I will go ahead and add bro to the turn order. And it is here. Boom. Do that.
Oh, I fixed the script. It took forever.
Sick.
Huge.
I'll write this just so everybody knows.
Apparently, it's like a Google ended error, so it's not even on me. But
Just
I got
everybody
rid of it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I mean,
It was gonna happen to every sheet, like soon. So I'm glad I blew it up.
fire. So what will you do, Cam?
I'm gonna walk up to
You
him.
walked up, yep. So you walk up to the
Focus lens.
focus lens. Well,
That sucks.
you know.
Yeah, it happens. I don't want to go back there. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I gotta reach in real quick.
I mean,
sorry.
he could do it from around the
No,
corner.
I know. You could just do that.
Originally, the reason
It's
that
just
this
funny.
corner existed was because it was covered, because the guy was going to initiate by running you guys down, but you guys had knowledge beforehand, so.
Oh wait, what happened?
Nothing, I was saying
Sorry,
No, we were like just
we were trying to
memeing a
do
little
like
bit.
calcs for your focal length.
It's super far, so it's not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. You would have to do it from like over here.
Yeah,
crazy.
in this current movement, he doesn't even have enough unless he pays 40. So
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I am going to. So he's okay. I'm gonna use one of my pictures. I'm gonna throw my picture of the toxins surrounding the dragon.
Ooh.
Was it the
When-
nameless?
Yeah, the Solus. When you guys poisoned the
Solus.
Solus. Yeah.
Yeah.
With dragon rot.
Yeah.
Can you roll? You're throwing the picture.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really easy for you, but go ahead and roll accuracy for me, just to make sure.
Gotcha. Give me just a sec.
Your accuracy is 50.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. The fact that I didn't even realize your accuracy was 50, I think it would have been like a 52 miss. Probably not even, but regardless. Yeah, you throw the picture at bro. And this does mental damage. So this thing's mental, gets hit for. Dragon Rot doesn't really do much to like actually poison creatures that are not dragons. However, the like damage of the spell cast itself nets you it's like an extra on top of how much you already do. So yours does 55. It will do an extra 20 on top of that, so it's minus 75 or an extra 25, whatever the fuck. Does minus 75.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
boom. Does that as
Alright.
mental damage, not physical damage, because the dragon rot does not physically affect creatures that aren't dragons.
Gotcha. So that is that. And then I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I want to take a picture of him to try and spot like weaknesses.
You take a picture and realize that it would take immense strength to do this, but go ahead and actually, before I tell you that specific thing, roll Dex for me, because you're gonna get knowledge here regardless. I just want to see how much. Yeah, you can learn that. So oxen's horns are not weak, but if you can somehow break them, it does like immense damage to them. It's hard for it's like a bee stinger, like it's very hard for them to survive afterwards. Also, you can tell that obviously once it starts running, if it hits a wall, it falls and is dazed. It's also got somewhat weak, like it's got pretty weak mental, because it's a nightmare, obviously. So like it has pretty weak mental. It just has the ability to steal mental from people, I guess, is like the caveat of that. So,
Gotcha.
Question
All
arena.
right, and I'm gonna end my turn.
What is your question, Quay?
You add the plus 10.
Add the plus 10
Yeah.
from.
That Lake's attack for my prayer.
You're so right. I literally even wrote the thing to remind myself of that. I was gonna hell you out an extra 10 damage. And that's not physical, so it's gonna go through. Yeah. That's 20 flat defense. If it was a physical attack, that wouldn't matter, but mental it does. So there you go.
Okay.
Free 10 damage. It's so funny because I literally even wrote the thing in the chat. So Crosswise, it is your turn.
All right. I will attack it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go here and cross chop.
Cross chop. You will cross chop, bro. And it does 112. So minus 20, that's 92.
I love the cross chop.
92.
Thanks. I like it too.
92.
I am with that cross chop.
So you hit him with it, and it does like a solid amount of damage.
Ooh. I will taunt.
You he's actually, you know what? Because it's funnier. He's a bull, so he's susceptible to taunting. So it just works.
Oh yeah.
The intimidation roll happens. He's going to attack you no matter what, but also he will have to like roll on his turn to determine if he attacks in blind rage or if he actually chooses a target.
Hell yeah.
And by actually
That's good.
choosing a target, I mean you, because taunt.
Yeah. I end my turn.
You end your turn. Next turn, Osei.
Let me recite a hymn.
You recite a hymn. You will recite a hymn and shoot magic it, bro. It does, what is it, 68 emotional things. Doesn't work on nightmares because they're soulless beings. So boom, minus 68. What else do you do, Osei?
And then I move 2 spaces forward.
Move 2 spaces forward. You can do that.
And I'll end it there.
You'll end it there. Okay. So this guy takes his turn. We will see if he attacks in a blind rage or not. He does not. Nighlin.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to do the obvious thing, which is attempt to run at you full speed and ram you through with his horn.
I will counterattack.
You will counterattack. You will counterattack, and it will do how much damage?
It will do 56.
It will do 56 damage. Counter does 56. Minus its 25 defense, so a 36. Minus 36. And this is a easy check, but can you roll strength for me? Because if its
Yes,
horn
I
touches
can.
you at all, then it will 79, that's fine. The idea is that you push off of him so as to avoid the horns touching you. Because if they touch you at all, then they sap you, regardless of if they go through you or not. It's just really scary if it goes through you. He will, I guess, that'll end his turn because of the taunt. So that will end his turn. He would normally take 2 actions, but you did everything right there. So it is now Lemisk's turn.
All right.
You guys, 10 damage dissipates. The
okay.
shield
Pick up.
stays. It just refreshes if he casts it again, so it's not like it'll stack.
So
So
you already know.
yeah, you ended your turn on a prayer of fortune, so you could cast either of the other prayers if you wanted to, by the way.
I'm going to. Let's see, that's 50 minus 30. AP. Okay, 70. We're going to cast Prayer of Misfortune on Brody over here. Kid is going to do less damage.
He's gonna do less damage. So you could choose to make his attacks halved. I'm going to roll This is a pretty easy roll for him, but we're gonna see if he not nullifies, but like lessens that impact at all. Nope, sure don't. So yes, he will do half damage. That's more so a reminder for me, because you guys don't even really know the true damage he does yet, because he got countered. Yeah, what else?
Then we'll do a prayer of fortune. Put that plus 10 back up.
Put the plus 10 back up. Free 10 damage, everybody. And is that all?
Well, that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your... The happy face is crazy. Lake, it's your turn. You're face to face with a nightmare.
All right, yeah. I am going to back my happy ass up. I am going to cast edit and post. I'm gonna take a picture crosswise again, correct his stance.
Do we also check the length, or am I crazy?
No.
I got you.
Wait, am I tripping? Hold on. Let me edit and post. No, it's in sight.
It's sight range,
Yeah. Use the... Okay, so I will say you have to burn a picture to use edit and post.
Okay, gotcha.
That is a rule of the thing. So.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see what pictures I have right now. I'll burn the picture of miscasting in World of Forms.
Okay. Back when he did the one at the gate. Yeah. So you cast, edit, and post. You take a picture of Crosswise and the oxen face to face. You it low key uses a little bit of the stillness principle. So like it freezes time for a brief moment, and in that time frame you mesh like these two pictures together to create like a idealized form of Crosswise's stance. Crosswise, you can choose. Would you like to receive extra defense or extra attack? I'm pretty sure I know what you will choose.
I will pick attack.
Yes, he will do extra plus 10, so you get free 20 damage.
Ooh.
All right.
Good job, nephew.
Normally
And
he would choose the he would choose what he buffs on you, but he doesn't have stillness principle basic mastered, so those are your two options for now.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna use negative exposure and get out of here.
You cast negative exposure. Can you roll because he's not blinded or anything? I want you to roll accuracy. It's 50. This one will be there's a chance this could fail. It does not. You almost failed. It was a 65. So negative exposure does get cast. And so you do, what is it? So it's 72 plus 82. Okay. All right. So you do this many damage. You do minus 62 to bro. And it does hit stamina. That's the thing about negative exposure. But now, it's got the mark on him.
And then I'm gonna end my turn.
You end your turn.
My turn.
You end your turn.
Yeah.
Crosswisington.
Yes.
What will you do?
I will hit regen and my script works. Yay! Okay.
Nice.
And then good stuff. I will walk this way a bit.
Okay.
And I will Ross chop him twice.
Fuck. So that first cross chop's gonna do a lot of damage. So 20 means he has no flat defense. So it just deals the raw damage that you would normally do. So you would normally do what with cross chop? 112 plus the mark. So the mark will just, this does not have an elemental weakness, but its mental is
Do
very
I
weak.
roll? Wait, do I roll for the mark?
No.
Damage. Oh, it's 2.5. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's the damage. Got it.
Yeah. That's the damage of what it does.
Yeah.
So with the like extra mark, I will say what we can do though is have like we could have it deal the mark would deal that damage again. So like we could have it deal like an extra 72 on top, if you want, of what he's doing. Because that feels cool. So yeah, well we'll say that the mark does the same damage as the spell again. So it's weak to mental. So you're going to be attacking for both, Mr. Crosswise.
Okay.
Which is going to do a fuck ton of damage because its weakness is mental. So you're just going to do a flat 112 to its stamina, minus the damage that Cam's ability would normally do. There's a 0.5 there, so it's technically doing 73. So it's that, and then it does this much to its mental, and minus 112 is yeah. And bro got blown the fuck up. That did a lot of damage. That did a shit ton, fuck ton of damage. And what else would you like to do? Wait, you did two, right?
Correct.
Then he will take another flat on his stamina. Boom. Oh fuck. Yeah. What else would you like to do?
I end my turn and I thumbs up Lake.
Thumbs up, Lake.
Got you, bro.
Got him,
Osei.
boss.
Osei,
You did good.
what would you like to do?
Question. Would it be possible to do something like Spirit Terminal here?
Would it be possible to do something like Spirit Terminal here? Okay. Well, the Spirit Terminal, now that we're here, that would give you a stack of height. You would have to move in range to grab him.
Okay.
But yes, you could. You would have to roll strength. Normally you don't have to roll strength. It's just something you can do for free, but because it's a large monster and a nightmare, you have to roll strength.
Okay.
So you can move closer. That doesn't cost AP. So if you want to attempt to do it, you can.
Okay. All right. Stand back, boys.
Go ahead and roll me strength.
Okay. Getting a little experimental here.
That's not great, but it is a
Not good.
competitive roll. So I will. Yeah, no. So you try to grab the beast, and it roll endurance.
All right.
Okay, you are fine. It was a 45. You guys keep cutting it really close. So its horn touches you, and as it begins to like do its thing, you realize in time, like, oh yeah, I can't just go around grabbing this thing's skull, so you immediately back off. And unfortunately you wasted that move for like it didn't do anything, but it didn't retaliate. Because if you'd have rolled bad there, it would have retaliated. It would have stuck its horn through your hand, and it would have started sapping your shit. But you're good. What would you like to do now? That did fail, but
Okay, we're on this slope. Bear with me. Let me try Conjure Sword.
I thought you were gonna try it again. You can cast Conjure Sword. Go ahead and cast it. Don't cost AP to cast. It just costs AP to cut.
Okay, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also subtracting all the AP. Mental. Okay. All right. Total is 90. Alright. Okay. And can I take a step backwards if that's possible?
You only moved once, so yes, you can move once without spending AP. So yeah, you can move back one.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
And I'll end the turn.
Okay. You end your turn. This thing will choose who to attack. From closest to furthest, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will attempt to attack Osei. Osei, do you have the AP to respond? You
Yes.
used. Yeah, you just casted a sword. You didn't. Oh my god. Yeah, you can you can attempt to do a response to this beast running at you. What would you like to do? You know your responses, right? Your counter, dodge, stuff like that.
Yes. Um
What would you like to do here?
Thinking. So it can only be dodge, block,
Give me dodge,
right?
block, counter.
Only those? Okay. All right, let me dodge.
You dodge him running. Unfortunately, you have an ally behind you.
Oh
He's
no.
running forward. Lake, do you have the ability to respond? Oh, Lake does have the ability to respond. He has AP for it.
I think so. Yeah, I think I have a bit.
What would you like to do?
I don't. Where are we at? Hold on. I'm just gonna try and dodge, get out of here.
You can dodge for 48. Yeah. You can dodge.
All right.
You step out of the way. He runs forward, hits the wall. It does this many damage, and now he's dazed. So his turn just ends. Lemisk, what would you like to do to this beast?
First off, how much
Just
AP is
move.
that?
Nigga, you're the one that's supposed to check. It's your turn. Let's see. 30. Your first two are free. So that's what, like 20, 40. Is that 60? I think that's 60.
Okay.
What else would you like to do?
In my turn.
You end your turn. Oh my god, he's leaving it to Nev.
Does damage buffs go away, by the way?
Damage buffs do go away.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. It don't in my turn.
Oh,
Gotta put that damage buff back up.
you get the damage buff. The 20 from 20 for Crosswise is not the case, so you guys only have the 10. Now it's Lake's turn. Lake, what do you want to do to this beast?
I want to take a picture of him.
Take a picture of him slamming his head directly into the wall.
Yep.
All right, you can do that. Roll dex? No, I won't even make you roll dex for that. That's an insult. You got it.
All right, appreciate it.
You got it.
And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and slam negative exposure on his forehead.
It will hit. He cannot move. You cannot miss. It's in a straight line. You're right there. And it deals
There.
literally exactly enough damage to kill. The Nightmare Oxen dies.
Murdered.
You
So
killed it.
noted.
And its body does the nightmare weird magical explosion disintegrate into dust thing. And you guys
I jump in front of Lake as if it's gonna hurt him.
It wouldn't, but that's valid.
I help him up off the ground.
And now you guys can proceed forward into the cave. Upon entering cave level 2, you guys were told about everything that was here, so there is no search section, there is no nothing. You guys are just here. And in here, you're looking for a room. You find the room because the guy told you everything. Kind of a crazy play from Cam. And so you find the room, and in this room you find documents. These documents basically say like, hey, here's what they're getting up to, right? So the documents that you guys find tell you about an experiment that I want you guys to roll int for.
Got you.
Good. Osei saved y'all. So you're reading through the experiments, and you're noticing a pattern of them talking about a being referred to as the Walking God. Due to the int roll from Osei, you can tell that Walking God is what they referred to the Solus as. So the whole point of the Solus is that it was not technically eating souls, it was siphoning them. And the whole point was that it was holding on to souls to create essentially a Philosopher's Stone. But you guys killed the quote-unquote Walking God and ruined their plans. And so because of that, you can tell they're it's not just here, they're doing a widespread thing with nightmares, testing on nightmares, trying to find ways to turn them into artifacts that they can use, so on and so forth. You can't tell what they're trying to attain with it, but you can tell that it's some seriously fucked up stuff. There is some words about Lake in the documentation because of the nature of the nightmare corruption that he has is similar to the type of stuff that they're looking for. And so you guys can tell that they've been watching you.
Good catch, Osei, on that document.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like this part's about Lake. How long had they been following us?
Yeah, indeed. This is very interesting.
Are you guys worried about my arm? What are y'all?
It's much deeper than that, unfortunately. Why were they researching?
You read further into the documentation, and even though you can't find out why they were researching this, you can tell that they basically deemed the Walking God a success despite its early slaying, and decided that they could go find the other Walking God. There is another quote-unquote Walking God that exists. You don't know what that refers to, but you do know that that's what they're hunting for. The fact that they can create things that are known as Walking Gods is very scary. With all of that knowledge and more knowledge, you guys obtain all the documents, and you're like, we need to get this back. With that being said, Lake gets another little static on his earpiece. He hears
Hello?
Terminus. Hey, Lake.
This thing. Hello?
Hello? Okay, it works. All right. Okay, that's good.
It was weird. It was fuzzy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, that's because I'm in the middle of combat currently.
Oh,
Yeah.
where you at, boss?
They're attacking Brunel.
Who?
So I can only assume that maybe they got slightly mad at me for snooping around. I wasn't discovered, so I don't really know. I don't really know why they are following me. It's not like they could tell, but maybe they're here for somebody that isn't me. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what group they have ties to. It seems to be some like similar to the group that we fought a while back. And I'm gonna need some backup over here. Maybe some backup. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. I would appreciate some backup over here though.
All right. I don't know how quick we can get there, but I'll let the team know, and we'll try and uh, like, I don't know. We'll be on the next bus.
Well, you guys are at the mountain, right? You guys are inside the volcano?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. All right. That was actually concerning for a second.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah. You hear like magic fucking flaring in the background. You hear like the Terminus kind of like stops talking for a second. You can tell he just like clocked somebody's shit clean. He's like, "Hey, bro. Well, I send somebody."
Okay.
You don't
right.
have to send
We
everybody.
gotta-
If you're still researching the volcano, then you don't have to send everybody. But since you can, whatever you deem necessary, you're still acting vice captain. I'm technically not with the group.
All right. Okay. All right.
And then he dips out.
Okay.
And that's what's going on. You're seeing a lot of things.
They're attacking Brunel.
Oh my god.
I
My
see.
investment.
My investment.
I literally as soon, bro, we were just, that's so uncouth.
That is very uncouth.
According to what Mary and Terminus have told me, I'm not sure I should go. So you might want to send another.
Any volunteers?
Well,
Look, let's just finish this and then we'll figure it out after. All right.
as this is happening, roll dex, everybody, because you were given knowledge beforehand.
Oh my
So,
God.
Crosswise can tell there's somebody else here. Now,
I whisper to Lake. I say, I think somebody's here. My perimeter check succeeded.
yeah, you were checking the perimeter earlier. Actually, I didn't realize. Yeah, wow, that's yeah. So because he notices, you guys can attempt to just dip out. You might as well just start heading back to the village. Go ahead and roll just a D100 for me.
Okay.
Well, how do you guys always end up in the same groups? That's crazy. So Crosswise and Osei are on their way out when from the rocks above them, behind them, jumps one Mr. Magnus.
Oh my god.
And he
Oh, fuck.
jumps in. That's actually crazy. You guys could have avoided this encounter. So luckily for you, this will be cinematic, so you have a chance, maybe. So Osei and Crosswise cross through back into the room they were in before when these two figures basically appear and block the door. And Magnus jumps behind them and is face to face with you guys. They're basically just making sure that you don't interfere with the fight that's about to take place. You guys can choose to head to the village, or you can choose to do something here. That is up to you. How do you guys want to play this out before Magnus says his piece? Specifically, Osei and Crosswise.
Osei. It's up to you
no.
what you think we should do. I mean, is it should we push past these guys or
No,
make top priority our mission with Terminus?
we can't leave them behind. We have to fight.
Oh shit.
Assuredly, that makes sense to me. And he Crosswise walks up to these two guys and he says, "You're in my way. I can't let you be in the way." And he
All right.
tries to grab their throats.
He tries to grab their throats. So roll strength for me. So one of them is the faster, more agile type and ends up dodging your grasp. The other one lets you grab him. And as you do, he like kind of lets you do what you want. You grab him by the throat. What are you thinking about doing? They're in like full hoods. They're somebody, but they're keeping their identities concealed here.
I want to activate for the first time my my mad with power.
So, you activate Mad with Power. Roll int for me.
No problem.
We're gonna see how this goes.
I got you.
Oh wow. Okay. So by 0.5, you don't go insane. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I want you dead, and I hate you. Also.
Fair.
So how do you guys keep being like one away or one pat? Like, I need to come up with better checks, man. So.
No, you don't.
With you guys, honestly, with you guys rolls, I probably shouldn't.
Oh my god.
Because you niggas do not roll well in this. I don't know what it is. Y'all you roll fine in Bleach. You suck here.
It's fucked in here.
I'm telling you, it's just cursed. It's
This
cursed.
shit's cursed. It's cursed, bro.
This arc is heavy, bro.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So by literally fucking 0.5, you manage to stay somewhat true to your senses, and you go less like insane or mad with power and more like silent assassin mode as you like robotically basically fucking grab this guy's throat and slam him into the rock wall next to you, revealing another like kind of small corridor. There isn't really anything there. You can tell that they've already started removing a lot of the stuff and experiment shit that they had here, but basically it locks you into your one-on-one shonen fight with this guy in the hidden room, as you slam him directly into the wall, surprising him and causing him to like kind of be like, okay, maybe I should take this seriously. Osei, the other one, after dodging, I'll move you two over here just to make it make sense. After dodging Crosswise's grasp, the other guy, like moves very fast and attempts to run directly toward you and launch a kick to your head. What do you do?
Let me block that.
You roll endurance for me. 35. So they kick you, you place your guard in front of your face to protect yourself, and this person moves insanely fast. You can barely make out this, like, the movements that they have going on. You barely block in time as they launch a kick directly at your head. It clashes with your hands that are currently doing a cross guard, and you like fall back basically into the like cave room that you were in before. You get like knocked back. And that your room, that's your room. Y'all are fighting over there. And now we got Magnus. Magnus, after those two have done their thing, looks at you, Lake, and he goes, "What's good, number 2?
What do you mean number 2?
What do you mean? What do you mean, number 2? You were.
Who are you?
Oh,
Who are you? Did
they
you
not
get
tell
drafted?
you? I'm Magnus.
Oh.
Oh.
You're
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah. And you don't
I
know
thought
it
you looked
yet.
cool. You're just a weirdo.
He does look cool, actually. That's fucked up. But he looks at you and he goes, "You pissed me off a little bit. Did you know we had a whole plan? It was basically corroborated that I was gonna be drafted first. You know what my captain tells me when they draft me? Tells me,
What?
we almost drafted Lake. We want that kind of firepower, and he has the nightmare thing. That really pissed me off. We had a whole plan here."
Yeah, I mean, you still went. Wait, what? Are you? You're crying from first place.
Not really. Okay, yeah. You know, that's... Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It just annoyed me. I have to be here to beat your ass anyways, but I just wanted to let you know that annoyed me.
I don't care, bro.
I put my hand on my golden gun.
Golden gun, huh? Lemisk, can you even still shoot?
Oh my god, you would ask that, Unk.
Yeah, well, I think we need to show him the power of the Kyojin family. Right, Lake Kyojin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're his underling, huh? That's
I wouldn't
hilarious.
say that.
Yeah.
As I clasp my hands and pray. Prayer misfortune on his own
In the
back.
middle of your prayer before it goes off. Wait, go ahead and roll Wiz, actually. Go ahead and roll Wiz. You're doing a prayer of misfortune. Go ahead and roll Wiz. Okay. Alright. Your prayer of misfortune will actually affect him. This is role play. This is some cinematic, so you can decide a little bit of what the effect is here. It's still got to be somewhat in the realms of realness related to your skill with the ability, but you know, you can fuck around a little bit.
If the guy that I envision for myself knows a poser when he sees it. So my God, I pray, please give Magnus no money, no motion, no bitches. And please let him take more damage from my boy Lake, because my nephew, my son Lake, is going to beat this man's ass.
Funnily enough, he does only have one of those things that you mentioned. The only thing he has is motion. He has nothing else. So you were kind of spitting on that. So you cast your spell on him, and he, like, you can tell that it's taken effect, but he can't really feel it. That, you know, he's now like somewhat weak to Lake, and he is going to roll Agi. Now this is gonna be roll Dex for me. Roll Dex for me, Cam.
Oh,
Gotcha.
hey, that's one stack, by the way.
Okay. Oh fuck. You actually might see him. Holy shit. So in an instant, he moves from here to here, like from where he's standing across the cave to directly in front of Lake. And Lemisk is like kind of impressed by like his movement, and the cameras can't even catch how fast he's moving because they've been recording since the oxen. So, you're also now generating hype. You didn't really generate it in the oxen fight because you guys kind of won by scamming him a little bit. So he moves in front of you and he does this like super fast motion where he like moves in front of you. You're able to keep track of him and he's trying to like grab you by the head, and you just straight up like as he moves in front of you, you catch his movement. So how do you respond to him trying to grab you in the head?
I'm gonna try and like push off of him, and if I can, like sweep his legs with the camera chain.
Roll. This will be a pretty easy check because how your roll is compared to his. But roll agility.
Agi.
Holy fuck. Yeah, you push back from him. You just that's two. That's you now have you have 2 stacks of hype. You have 2 stacks of hype. 2 stacks of hype. You push off of him and you like push him back, and he's like kind of like taken off guard by the fact that you even saw him. And as you fall back, you get on the ground and like just send out a normal sweep, try to like sweep his legs. As he's like pushed back, he's kind of like caught off guard. He is easily like tripped by the sweep and falls on the ground. What do you do now that he's on the ground?
I'm gonna take a picture of him laying on the ground and me flicking him off.
I'm gonna also take out my phone, take a picture of that, right, of him on the ground, and post it on my social media.
Oh my god! You know you're cooking this nigga. Oh no.
Then then I'm gonna while he's on the ground, I'm gonna jump back, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna jump back, get some distance. I'm gonna put him in the ultimate Tsukiyomi. I'm gonna give him the word of forms. I'm gonna show him a vision of God, right? And the vision of God is Lake. I'm gonna send him a vision of a lake whooping his ass.
I want you to roll Wiz for me. It's like the one stat he doesn't have a lot of, so you might actually. Oh my fucking god!
So now Magnus is like foaming at the mouth. Oh my god! Not really foaming at the mouth, but you know how you just
I get you.
You get knocked out by the guy you don't like, and then now you envisioning yourself getting beat up by him, right? Like I think this guy's mental is shot. This guy's mental has to be shot. He's been embarrassed so effortlessly. Actually, I say that out loud. Hey, Magnus, you were talking a lot of smack right there, buddy. You just got embarrassed really with the greatest of ease. You're number 1. Wow. How does it feel to get beat up by the number 2? And you know what? I didn't even help him. So here, burn this image into your brain, your feeble, mindless.
Bro, you're not that fast, bro.
You're not that fast. You're not that strong. Word of forms, right? And I give a prayer, right? I pray to the Lord above, and I pray that his mother feels the disappointment that I am feeling right now, and her son.
Roll Wiz. We'll see if she does. He'll hear about it later. Holy fuck.
And I cast a world of forms of her son on the ground right now. Right, I'm casting it. I'm like long range, right?
Long range. All right, you gotta do a miracle roll for that. Then roll me a 100. Roll me a D100. Okay, I was about to freak the fuck out. Long range one of forms is you can't just pick somebody on the planet.
But I'm praying. I'm praying to God, and like I'm praying that your mom feels disappointment, and I'm like the word of form stack on him. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Boom, mental damage again.
I'm gonna
Ow.
roll endurance for him. He does have a lot of endurance, so this is gonna be a pretty easy roll for him. But yeah. So you cast the Rotiforms. It does a lot to him. You guys he's like been embarrassed. The cameras are rolling. Everybody knows that he's like not looking great right now. And he like slowly like gets up and like, he's like struggling to stand for a second. Then he gets up. And then he looks up at Lake. And he will attempt to grab Lake's nightmare corrupted arm.
Oh, fuck.
Go ahead and
I'm gonna-
roll me strength. Unless you have
Okay.
unless you have something. You
No,
might
no,
have
no,
something.
no. No, I'm gonna roll strength.
Roll strength. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay. I was about to say, bro, if you blitz this thing, I was gonna cry. So he grabs you by the like corrupted arm, and you feel like for a second the like corruption in your arm dissipates entirely. And you realize now that this guy is a like power source. It isn't key, but it feels similar. It's like corrupted, and your corruption for a second dissipates, and then you feel like double the corruption that was in your arm like hit you all at once, because it's all leaving and then immediately coming back. And he like throws your arm aside as he does it, and you look at him, and he now has like one of his eyes has turned from the brown that it normally is to like a deep red, and you see like a sort of like nightmare-esque key aura coming from him. And he kind of like now Lake is a little fucked up by the arm thing, so he gets thrown back a little bit. And you realize that this guy might have been running a little light at first, so you get pushed back a little bit. And he now looks at both of you, and he slaps the air in front of you. Both of you roll endurance. Holy fuck. It's an 85, dude. Okay. So he slaps the air in front of him, and Lake gets pushed directly into the wall. And he is like, because of the whole arm thing, like it just caught him off guard. Like he was still in a daze. He gets thrown into the wall. He's like, fuck. Lemisk withstands his ground of like the extreme pressure of what felt like gravity itself pushing them aside. And like shocks Magnus that he's able to withstand being moved.
I throw my setup. Fuck, nigga. I run at his ass. I'll get into my coveted Kyojin style family fighting style.
Okay.
Right.
Run it.
And we start just running the fade.
Yeah.
We just start boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Bow, bow,
Back
bow,
and forth,
bow.
blow for blow, band for band.
We
Yeah.
just slap it. We slap it. It's like two gorillas fight. We just slap each other.
Just fucking back and forth, back and forth. Yes.
Back and forth, because I know my word of forms ain't helping me here, so I'm gonna have to throw hands with this fucking bitch.
You got to throw hands. Lake, can you roll me endurance plus agi? It's gonna be kind of a hard check, but not super hard. You gotta regain your footing and feel like a human again.
Gotcha.
After getting thrown into the fucking wall. You're still gonna take a while to get up. You're trying to get up, you fall, you're like, fuck that shit. Wow.
Gotcha.
And the Magnus is now going to attempt to, in the middle of your fight, Lemisk, he is going to attempt to grab you by the head. This is a signature move of his, as you can tell.
Right.
So go ahead and roll strength.
Bismillah.
Wahalala.
Okay, so he's not gonna get to do his turbo thing on you, but he's still gonna. He grabs you. He, in the middle of your fight, he takes a punch from you in the face so that he can like allow himself to grab you. And as he does, he like pushes you back into the wall. Like, you know, skull in hand, fucking throws you at the wall, and you fall backwards, hit your back, and and you're also kind of like dazed out for the count. As you both are trying to get back up, we will move over to Crosswise, who is in the midst of his fight, going band for band with this hooded figure, this extremely large hooded figure, far larger than Magnus. He seems like a guy that's just like kind of like a monster. There's something like off about him, and you can't really tell what it is. But the way that his powers, his powers work. Hold on. The way that his powers work are like you can't really feel it out. He just has like an immense like pressure to him, much like how you felt with like Mary specifically.
Gotcha.
He will attempt to run at you, and he will attempt to just launch a big fucking punch at your face.
No problem. I tank it and throw my own at his head.
Oh my god. Roll endurance.
No problem.
This is just like what Lemisk was doing with Magnus. Oh my god. You do that. You take his punch, and he will now roll endurance. He is also an endurance monster. Oh, and you two are just going blow for blow. It doesn't hurt either of you. You're just fucking going. You're doing your mad with power, which in roleplay, we'll say scales you over time the longer you're in it. And, you know, he attempts to, realizing that he's not going to be able to break your armor, he attempts to, like, throw a weird, like, corrupted fire blast towards your head next time he throws a punch. So he's like, his hand is covered in this like weird black and purple flame that he's about to attempt to punch you in the head with.
That's fine. I will put everything I can into my punch and try to land it on his fist. And I will be like,
That's hard.
you really think you can get in my way? My way.
Oh god. Yeah, I'll have him roll strength. You can roll strength too. Why did I do that? I meant to do this. Holy fuck.
Bismillah.
Wow. Your fist collides with his, and he reels, and like brings his hand back because it hurt. Like he shouldn't be feeling pain. You have just made him feel pain. And so he like reels his hand back and like looks down at it as if something is wrong. What do you do while he's doing this?
What's wrong? You're breaking already? And I grab his head and I slam it to my knee.
You grab him by the head, slam it into your knee, and he's like thrown off by it. Upon being like dazed, he kind of like looks toward the exit of the room and then looks back at you, and like he like thinks about it for a second. I'll actually have him roll just to see how he feels about this. He is going to attempt to leave the room and be like, "Hey Magnus, we gotta go." So he looks towards the exit and starts scrambling. What do you do?
You know, I'll follow him out, Like I'm letting him go. Like, you know what? You know, you're weak, you're breaking on me like a toy. And he'll walk away, you know, I'll
Yeah.
walk briskly as if to follow him and check on Osei while I try to walk over to Lake to pull him out of the rubble if I can see him.
Okay, yeah. So you head out of the room with this guy. We'll say for effect that everybody sees you like kick him directly into the wall from outside of the room. Kind of like surprising everybody that's in here. Magnus mid-fight, and Lamisk and Lake watching as you like in a more your armor looks a lot more like demented and like sharper as opposed to the broken armor that it usually is. It's still broken, but it's got a lot of like edges to it. You look different. And they watch as you like walk towards this guy. In the meantime, Osei fighting in the other room with this faster warrior. So this faster warrior, upon pushing you into the room, has like thinks that you're far slower than them. So with this knowledge, they start trying to run circles around you to try to find your like weak spot that they want to focus on. I want you to roll agi for me. Roll agility. Oh no, his bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, you are able to like keep up with their speed. They're trying to get around you, and upon like, you know, they start running circles around you, and they're like kind of cocky about it, like looking down on you. And as you see them go behind you, you move and you're actually behind them. And they're like caught off guard by the fact that you're actually as fast as they are. They will attempt to pull out their dagger and stab you while running past, since they can tell that you're as fast as they are now. What do you do? Oh no, he's muted. That's an L.
My bad.
you're good.
So I can only block or dodge.
No. This is cinematic. You can do whatever. However you
Cinematic?
want to.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're attempting to
Okay.
stab you. They're running at you, attempting to stab you. What do you want to do?
Let me recite a hymn.
You recite a hymn. Roll wisdom for me. Okay. So while they're running at you, you kind of take a step back and start reciting a poem from your book. While you're reciting the poem, you can feel how like they don't want to actually fight. They're just trying to like get rid of, you know, the stuff around here and leave. Their top priority was actually not you guys. And so they run at you and their mind is preoccupied while you're reciting your hymn, and you shoot this giant bolt of energy towards them. I will roll agi for them. They dodge your hymn that you have recited, and in that time, they like dropped their dagger as they were dodging, and now they are running at you to attempt to kick you again. What do you do?
Can I counter with conjuring my sword?
You already have a sword that you came in here with, actually, so you could just use that. Yeah. So they attempt to kick you. Yeah, you already had that. Wow. They attempt to kick you, and you use the sword that you conjured from earlier and attempt to clash it with their leg. I'm gonna roll endurance for this person. Their endurance is pretty low, so oh my god. Roll strength.
Okay.
He might do something crazy here. Okay. You use your sword to block their hit and actually manage to keep up with their speed and cut as they attempt to hit you. You do this and it cuts their leg. This causes them to like reel back, not realizing, much like the guy that Crosswise was fighting, that you are able to deal damage to them. This is not something that should normally take place. And so you kind of like, after cutting them, your sword dissipates, and they attempt to run back into the room with everybody. And you can choose to follow if you want. They're running. They're gonna be running. Unless you want to do something in response to them running.
I mean, I guess since they're running, I don't think I can catch up to them. And
I mean, you could roll Agi for it. We can see.
okay, let me try that.
Okay, roll Agi. Go for it.
I'm just curious.
Oh my god. Yeah, you catch up with them. You're like running. You're like actually outspeeding them. What do you do since you've caught up with them? And also now you're back in the room with like Magnus and them. What do you do with this person that you've caught up to?
Let me try a spirit terminal.
Oh my god. Roll strength.
Yep.
Okay. So it does connect because you caught them off guard. It's just not going to do like anything super crazy. So everybody watches as like this weird spiritual glow emanates from Osei's hand as you see swirls of energy throughout the room begin to form around it, and he places it on their head. He slams them directly into the dirt, disregarding the soul tether and instead choosing to just slam them into the ground. Magnus sees everybody come in here and sees everything that's happening, and he's like, fuck, we fucked up. But unfortunately for the gang, even though y'all are beating the shit out of everybody, you guys hear a voice from what sounds like above you guys, but you can't see anybody. And you just hear, "Time's up." And when that happens, you hear a loud rumble begin deeper into this cave in the volcano. Magnus looks at you guys and goes, "Ah, damn. I just started to get to use my powers, too. Well, unfortunately, the boss has blown this shit to smithereens and we got a place to be. So as much as I'd like to have fun with all of you, I gotta go. That being said, you guys impressed me. I guess I can see why they might have wanted you instead of me." And he like begins to walk away. Does anybody want to do anything? He's leaving these guys to die.
My followers
I
know where you live.
Howard.
I will. Yeah, I expect to say the same thing. Good to see you running away. You know, maybe that's why you'll never make a team that matters.
I'll go over here to Lake.
You said, so Osei's called him a coward first. Osei, roll strength.
Okay.
Let me roll up here just to make sure. Yeah, roll strength. You rolled a 60. Oh my god. He attempts to grab you also by the head because you're calling him a coward on the way out. And he hears Crosswise's words, which infuriate him as he attempts to clamp down on your head, his now red eye glowing with power. And you look at him with the spiritual energy still in your hand, and then you headbutt him and place your hand on his head. Roll strength again.
Okay.
Soul terminal this bitch.
Oh my god.
You were saying, Magnus?
You slam this guy into the fucking dirt. And he looks up at you like in disbelief at what you've just done. And you kind of like tether your soul to his with the soul terminal. And as you do, you kind of have to like end the link early because this weird corrupted nightmare energy is like corrupting the spirit chain. But with that, you cast a little bit of magic. Let me roll endurance for this guy. You cast a little bit of magic in the chain, which enters this guy's body and kind of like does some damage to him for a little bit. It's a little jolt, but unfortunately his endurance roll was really high, so he gets up really fast and he goes, "All right, fine. You guys are far stronger than I gave you credit for. I'll admit it. But I don't have time to be here." And as he says that, you see him like, you see like a weird like glow appear around his like back, and he like kind of gets angry because he's like, fuck, like they have to save me again. And you see like a small portal appear behind his back, and then he disappears. He gets grabbed through the portal by somebody, assumedly the same person that said time to like time's up. And with this, the rumble keeps getting louder and louder, and you guys realize that you have to leave the volcano now. They're destroying
I'd like
this
to
place.
Say something to Lake before the teleport.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Go for it.
I walk over to Lake. I help him out if he's not already out of the rubble,
Mhm.
and then I say, time's up for me. Help my other self out, will you?" And he passes out.
And he went to sleep. He went to sleep for the first time.
Oh shit.
Guys, we need to find an exit
What the
plan now.
fuck? No. Crosswise just passed out.
Yeah, we
We
can
don't have
worry
time to
about
worry
that
about
later.
that. Let's go.
Exactly.
We need to.
I pick up Crosswise and I pick up Lake, one arm, two arm.
Yeah. You
What
can do
about?
that.
Are we just leaving them?
Fuck 'em.
Yes,
All right.
we have no choice.
Okay. All right, we gotta go. Get Crosswise.
I got
You guys begin to leave the cave. You guys enter the original room of the cave. Now realizing that shit's turbo fucked. I want all of you to roll Agi. This will not be a super hard check, but just roll Agi to determine how fast you get out of the volcano. Or the cave, specifically. That's fine. You're being held, so as long as his roll is good, that's good. And... because he's asleep. Yeah. The yours doesn't matter. So Lake and Crosswise luckily don't matter. They're being carried by Lemisk. Lemisk rolled pretty decently. Osei is kind of slow, but you guys are all fine as long as you're over 30. There was no stress. You guys get out of the damn cave, and as you make it to outside, you realize that the volcano is going off. We're gonna like, I know that the picture is you guys at the actual volcano, like inside of it, but we're gonna assume you're outside of it, like barely, right? You guys have to decide what to do about this volcano that's about to erupt. Is there any way to stop this?
I pray.
Quay?
Nope.
Nope.
Do it.
Is there any other ideas? You tried a miracle roll. I respect that.
I am gonna try and use stillness principle.
Okay. Cam, you roll Dex plus Wiz.
Okay.
Holy shit. How do y'all keep it? Was 120. So you using for the first time your Technica, the ability that you obtained from the Book of Solomon. You jump back with everybody. You get off of Lemisk's shoulders and you jump in the air and take a picture of the volcano as it's about to erupt. As it is, as it erupts, this picture is snapped, and everybody sees the lava stop. The volcano stops rumbling, and the lava that's in the air stays there. Lake
shit.
has successfully stopped this volcano from erupting by trapping it in time.
That's what's up.
And upon doing this, roll endurance, Blake. Yeah, so he uses all of his energy to capture that moment in time and falls to the ground, barely able to stay awake. But he has successfully stopped this volcano from erupting and destroying not only you guys, but everything nearby. As you guys are visited by a character that you will meet next session.
Right.
And Lake, you completed a legacy quest.
What? Oh,
You just
Oh.
had a highlight.
let's go.
You just had a highlight. They're showing that one on ESPN. You stopping time, that's some new shit. For those that don't know, Stillness Principle. He has the ability to capture the essence of reality itself in a picture, freezing a moment captured in a picture in time itself. So he can take a picture of a thing and freeze it in time until that picture is destroyed. However, that thing can never be interacted with because it's frozen in time. So, yeah, big session. Fucking hella level ups. I'll give y'all fucking 3 for that. 4 for that one. Fuck it. That was a big one. Anything you guys would like to end the episode off with?
W's.
W's, have a good one, everybody. Have a good week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You guys take care.
Good shit, Cam.